All right. We're all here. It's... Sup, CS Pro. Midnight for you? So 7, 8, 9, 10? 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Fiction. Marko. Cruiser. Alright, let's play the intro. And here we are with the Throne of Champions back again. Fucking Marko. Let's go, boys. Let's wait for the players to load. And we're live! Back again with the Throne of Champions this time. Starting a little bit earlier than regular scheduled timing because I messed up the timing because I was scheduling for like legitimately 12 different people at the same time. So we're starting a bit earlier on this one. Hopefully others will be on later to play as well because Cruiser needs to go in about an hour from now. So here we are. So Marko up against Cruiser, top left Marko and bottom right Cruiser, both going rock on Arabian Oasis here. Standard build from both players, no shenanigans here. I actually saw a couple players actually building up towards here and I started doing that as well. I found that to be pretty useful actually. Pretty useful, hold on. Yep, so drones out for both players and no double drone actually from any of them. I don't think any of them are pretty, not scummy, what, pretty known to go for double drone unless you're Latov or Legend. But just the first difference they were saying here, Marko building his first war factory right at the back. Cruiser building his right up front. So that probably tells me that he's gonna move his MCV because the base walking forward there will be a lot slower now as the drone turns around. Marko turning around with impeccable timing there, but still to no avail. Still get droned, and Cruisers one. I don't think any of them are droned. Yeah, they're all safe. I apologize if I sound a bit nasally here. Typical under the weather bullshit. The second wall from Marko. Oh, the drone is still alive, I see. So you got 3, 4, 5, 6 for Cruiser. 4, 5, 6, 7 for Marko. 7 is coming out now for Marko, but Cruiser is already on the move here. He is looking to make those plays down in mid. Marko with the first Rhino out already. And there you go, Cruiser with the 7th. Marko have a 3rd war factory. Now the drone just goes into the first Rhino there. So 2 war factories to 3. Although Cruiser does have the Rhino advantage at the moment. It's a little bit hard for him to push forward there, knowing that you're playing up against fucking Marko of all players. So Cruiser almost done long distance mining those gems. And he's going for a split here on the top, and so Marko sees that instantly and goes to prime the top war factory, just 2 rhinos, so he can defend it with a sentry gun and 1 rhino with good control. And the fight in mid there actually not working well for Cruiser. Cruiser already up on 3rd war. He needs to prime that forward war factory so he can just get his units a little bit closer to the battlefield. Cruiser opting for the wholehearted split down on the top here, but it seems to be very passive at the moment. Cruiser wanting to make a difference or wanting to make a push here. Seems to be wanting to sort of punch a hole somewhere, but he gets pushed back every single time. I don't know whether it's hesitant, whether he's just really hesitant or scared. I don't think he's scared at all, but maybe just a little bit too cautious here. He keeps going back and forth here. Every time going split, no split, split, no split. But the one thing he is doing though is just keeping Marko at bay here, which is something that's not really anyone can say actually. So the split down the bottom here, going all in, 3 on 3 with a sentry gun. So Marko wins that fight immediately. There's no control at all. And there you go, Marko finally moving his MCV down to his bottom left. Cruiser already moving to his last gold pass, so he will probably be moving his MCV towards a secondary level. No drone here to hide anywhere. So classic SVS tank fighter. Pretty boring but pretty good. Oh, it's not 2-2, it's 0-0. My bad. Alright, Root, cool. Thank you very much. Ooh, yeah, this is a situation where Marko's really good at. He's good at hiding behind stuff. And because of the lack of control for his father, now it's gonna go in all the way in with the lack of, oh dear, having the lesser rhino numbers there. He just goes in and suicides into that choke point, and Marko easily cleans up there. So 1-0 to Marko currently. Score was wrong, my bad, I forgot to update it. Oh damn it, god damn it, Cruiser. Cruiser has a fucking phone call. God damn it. So I guess we're still waiting for Cruiser to be back from his phone call then. let me run a minute ad real quick. I'll be right back. Or roots? I don't think I don't think that's possible, Roots. As much as I like to do it, probably just hold it off for now. Alright, man. Where's my Spotify? Jesus fucking Christ, just looked at the prediction. There's 100% to its Marko. No one has faith in Cruiser at all. Yikes. Happy to wait Awesome. I guess I can update the thing while we wait, huh? Yeah, I don't know why I have Marko stream up there. Shut up. Oh yeah, I wanted to add one more games played on the side here, so I can keep track of who's been playing, who has not. So it's only 1-0 to Marko. And one loss for Mr. Cruiser. Message this. Okay, sorry. Column on the table. Huh. Danny, I know, fuck off. Fuck right off, dude. Unfortunately, still don't have a shit. Oh dear. Oh dear. Dude, the percussion goes kind of meh, to be honest. Bro, I can link you her Instagram. It's mid, to be honest. I mean the looks can be deceiving, right? Yep, it is very public. I mean, if you search for her name, she her Instagram will come out like literally on the first one. So tired, I wanna sleep. I have a long night tonight. Yeah. So I have to be awake throughout the entire thing to update scoreboards. And then there's a United game tonight. And then there's a fight at 8 AM the next day. Oh, Cruz is back. Alright. Sweet. You can check the WhatsApp group, man. Oh wait, no you don't. You're not in the percussion one. There you go. Sent it to you. I did sleep for like 2 hours, I think. Divide freeze. Yeah, I did. I mean, it's I don't want to say it, but it's mouse fishing. She's kind of mouse fishing. Let's call them after names. Side wins. Attention seeking much? Nah, I don't think so. Alright, let's go. Second game. The Divide freeze is over. And it's not pre-cap. This will suck balls, man. Divide freeze without pre-cap. Pre-cap. Fuck's sake. Rihanna, say it now. Come on, say it now.
Player defeated.
I would prefer pre-cap, so I'm not gonna lie. And maps like this is so fucking huge to not have pre-cap on it. Yeah, just that the R2 ladder map is broken for some people. Like Luke couldn't use them. So we're onto here, but we are working now. It is working now. Divide freeze is over with proper PCAP. Yeah, PCAP. So Luke is Luke. Cruz is gonna go allied here. I wonder what his allied play is. I haven't seen him too much of allied. I just know that in Yuri's Revenge, back when we had the other Throne of Champions, he was was it a Throne of Champions or some? I believe he was a TOC. Matt was streaming it when he was playing with someone else, and then Frank was commentating as well. And then he went apeshit on Cruz's control there. So classic Marko starting on top right. He is gonna go for a corner rush down on bottom right, primarily to deny the scouts, so he doesn't see the corner rush. That's a lot of cornies for a rush right there. Rakusa is already scouting towards the right side, so when he hears unit loss, he is gonna notice it right away. And Marko's first ref actually going on top left as well. There you go, unit loss. So Marko's gonna have to be careful now because the pre-cap will be... the pre-cap rush will be noticed immediately, and Cruiser, perfect building of the walls here. Going for pillboxes might not be the best play, so he's gonna follow up with a Rhino here and then go minus behind that, or he's gonna go straight up. I think he went one miner and then went for straight up Rhinos there. So he's gonna wait for the Rhino to kill the walls and then go in with the Connies. Meanwhile, Cruz is gonna rush up to the top left now. So if you don't scout immediately down on bottom right here, it's pretty much a loss for your oil because it's really hard to counter this. Unless you rebuild the wall. Because any pillboxes that you put down will be destroyed by the Connies. Marko opting to save his stuff now, but on top left, 3 sentry guns are taking out all of the Grizzlies. Yikes. Yikes. That's a big ouch. So Marko saves his oil and the gold around it, while Cruiser lost all of his bottom right oil and ore. Immediately on the back of that, Marko on 3, 2 ore factories now on 5 minus. The Rockets coming in here as well. One singular flag to deal with a small commitment of Rocketeers. Well, Marko's already ready to go in here. Look at a tank control from immediately forming up in a straight ball. Cruiser can't win there, Grizzly, surely, even with the best tank control in the world. The flag does go down, but in comes the Constraints now, immediately going for the AFC, and Cruiser said, fuck this shit, I'm out. And it's still nil to Marko. Yikes. 2-0. Alright then, no worries. Kevin's his next pick. Out of what maps you want to pick? You want to pick the fucking the guy's best map? That's Kevin's. All right, Kevin's. So is this going to be a straight 3-0 for Marko here? It currently is on the way for it. That fucking amazing play with Marko on Divide Freeze. How do you stop it? How do you stop it? You stop it by scouting and knowing your player. Marko always does that on Divide Freeze. I think Cruiser kind of either forgot about that or just the scout, the lack of scout there. Especially on the bottom right side. I think immediately when you see that happening, you want to go AFC and Rocky straight away. But that rush is pretty hard to stop, especially as allied. That is why Marko built his first refinery on the stretch there. On his expansion, I mean. So he built immediately on top left, that way he can go for the sentry guns that are on top left to defend against the 3 grizzlies. Cruiser sent like 3 or 4 grizzlies down the top left and all of them lost to 3 sentry guns. I think mainly because Cruiser was a microing. But still, it's pretty nuts. Very, very, very nuts. So Cruiser's gonna start on top right. Marko's gonna start on bottom left. And I think Caverns of Siberia is probably Marko's home ground here. He has a build locked down for every single position that he's in. And look at Marko already turning around there, wanting to get that miner out of the way. The miner did have a dump there. The micro on this guy. So one miner drone for Marko. And Cruiser with second drone after a miner. He does get droned as well. And then going for Rhino straight after that. So difference in build here, we're saying Marko typically builds long distance mine these gems and immediately builds down or move his MCV after the first war factory. Then from there he'll stay down here until he gets a refinery down on top level, which is when he'll move to the left. So Marko's gonna go with the second drone as well. Cruiser has the second drone ready. And look at this, Cruiser rushing in with 3 rhinos already. Marko on 1. So it's getting the fodder out now, but the total number of rhinos in the field here is Marko with 2 rhinos and Cruiser with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously Cruiser on 5 miners here, Marko on 6 or 7 actually. So Marko went a little bit more rhino heavy or miner heavy. And second war as well. There you go, that's the M3 moves. He's gonna escort with his rhinos as well. So with this sort of rhino number advantage here, you would think that Cruiser will actually push in and cause some trouble for Marko to try and keep him down on the rhino count or use his numbers to his advantage, but quite immediately after, the rhino numbers are pretty even now. Well, with the reinforcements, Cruiser should be able to take this fight, but he's a little bit hesitant once again. Marko is miner coming out now on that middle field, and it's just like that, man, he switches and now he has Cruiser on the run. Now Cruiser, after building down the cliff here, is gonna move to his top mid. This Marko is so fucking fearless and plays everything to a T here. He has been playing QM for the past couple hours. Marko moving his MCV to his bottom mid now. Just gotta hope that there's no drone here. He's not escorting the MCV as well. Let's see here, Marko's gonna take a position up this cliff. That's gonna block Cruiser from going to its level. So Cruiser hiding behind the sentry gun and Marko's gonna go in all the way straight in for the kill. He knows he has the superior rhino numbers. There is no sentry gun available for Cruiser. He's not gonna place any down. He plays a war factory instead. MCV goes down. So no sentry gun and Cruiser immediately calls GG. Oh boy. And it is gonna be a 3-0 for Marko here. Yikes. Let's see what the Cruiser wants to play route. Oh, he's out. In mids, which is Wudi. Or you can play root now. Alright, root, hopping in, my dude. Where are ya? Oh, fuck, what's the password? Forgot. Right, there it is. On your way. So predictions unfortunately didn't work, so I'm gonna shut that off immediately. 100% to 1% means that you aren't gonna win anything. Exactly, close to 420. I'm gonna see if Cruiser is available to play. If yes, I'll get Cruiser to play Roots right now. Okay. Alright, so it's gonna be Root against Cruiser. That's a little bit better of a matchup there. Eli. Reset the scores. There you go. Alright, this time I can open up the predictions. It's gonna be a lot closer than people expect. Root Cruiser. Alright, Root and Cruiser, let's go. Ah. And here we go. Root against Cruiser. So previously when Marko was playing Cruiser, he kind of got wrecked, I'm not gonna lie. He put up a really good fight, but Marko is just way too good for him. Way too good for him. So up next will be Roots, who actually placed 13th actually in the QM for RE2 last month. But because JXC actually he actually denied to play. So we want to see the bracket? I'll show it to you after this game, dude. So JIC denied to play because he didn't have time to. Working family man, obviously. So the next in line was Roots, and Roots is always up for the challenge. The competition is fierce. The competition is very fierce, but he can try his best here. So Roots, as the red player, is gonna start on top left. Go for a similar build to Marko actually. And Cruiser is down on bottom right as well. Yep. What is text? Sorry, this. So Cruiser similar build. Good drone there. Root is sort of lacking the drone control. And Cruiser, whoa! That's why you don't target so close. You need to target far away with your drone, because for some reason in this game, whenever you target something, it always slows down and then targets. So Root's going for the second drone here. And then Cruiser already with 2 rhinos on the field, 3 now after long distance mining the gem patch along the top. So Root's going for the second war factory. Thankfully he's not so big this time. I think yesterday when we were playing for Latov and Luke, he was a little bit baked to play. So we'll see here. There you go. There he baits out the sentry gun. And then Cruiser just chasing along there with the miner. Oh, the miner got a hit off, so now it's on 1 hit. And then the drone is slowing down as well. So the one thing that's doing is actually forcing the miner off on mining time, so it's actually pretty good for him. Oh, and he finally fixes it. Now Cruiser coming in with the push along the top here. And while Root's just gonna run towards safety with his MCV, he's gonna move anyway. So no dogfighter for both of them, so they're gonna go straight in immediately afterwards. It's a little bit tight to see who will win here, but the fodder coming out for Root. And the lack, oh my dear. And the reinforcements are actually proving to be really helpful for Root there. Cruiser just getting backed off immediately afterwards with that first push. So 2 wars now for Cruiser. Root moving his MCV and then popping out that refinery for the gem patch. So around 3, 4, 5, 6 miners now for Roots, and Cruisers on 6 as well. 7's coming out now, so going for a miner after a bunch of rhinos being spammed out. Thank you, Des. Now comes the third war. So this is definitely a lot more even matchup here. Not so much of a steamroll or an attempt at it. So another again, even Root's making a miner afterwards. What I think is happening here, Root is actually observing Cruiser and seeing how many miners he has and then comparing. Just so he can be on par and keep up with the miners here. Cruiser's gonna attempt to move along the top, but let's see where this goes. The top split immediately comes towards the middle here. Cruiser's gonna go for that miner, but the sentry gun is out now. Cruiser, he needs to be a little bit more cautious here. After being so cautious playing against Marko, it's a little bit too not cautious and a little bit too careless here with his tank control. Obviously going in a straight line there, just not grouping up together. Now Root can push and make a counter push after losing that split there, Cruiser. So immediately 2 miners in trouble. Cruiser's gonna pull that miner back. Split coming in here for Root as well down to his mid. He's gonna move some MTV as well. A little bit late there, but let's see whether Root can get any damage out here. He needs to focus fire on the rhinos there. He's gonna back on immediately after. So this is what I'm talking about there. Root is being cautious and not carelessly going in. Back when Cruiser was pushing it, he was really careless in that tank control. And Root is just on the bay of it. Cautious, scared. I think cautious is a better word. So 4 rhinos split along the top there. Cruiser, he's out tank hard, man. Really hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 war factories now for Root. And he's gonna engage along the top as well. Cruiser, no tank control up there as well, but he does win it on tank numbers. It's gonna bring Cruiser on a wild goose chase here to take its micro away. And the 3-way split here coming in for Root. Even 2 rhinos coming in from the bottom now. He can do that absolutely because he is higher up on the rhino count. So Cruiser now forced to use up a lot more of his micro here. And the dash is now coming in for Root as well. That's gonna be deadly. I think that's why he didn't go for much dog fodder. And down goes all the doggos. Ooh, down goes all the doggos there. Very, very well timed. Deso indeed. And the Cornies as well to counteract the Desos coming in. Cruiser now getting a couple of sentry guns to hide behind them for the Rhinos. Cruiser needs to get the back end of his Rhinos into the fight here if he doesn't want to lose this engagement on the little tank now. But the drones have been spammed out here. The tank control from Root is pretty good. Cruiser is keeping up with him, but the Rhino numbers for Root here seems to be a little bit too much for him. And now Cruiser is opting for the base trade. He immediately ignores it. Root is going to chase after him around the back. Middle miner goes down and Root is going to split up as well to get a couple miners out of the way while Cruiser goes in for the base trade, and Cruiser immediately calling it quits. And down he goes, 1-0 to Root. It's that Finnish connection, man. It's that Finnish connection. Let me show the brackets. It's not updated currently, but this is what we have. Let me update it real quickly. There you go. No, it's updated. Snow Valley. All right. Root going allied AVA on R2. AVA. Fucking Marko's playing League. Alright, let's go AVA on Snow Valley. Right, now here's something we don't see every day. An AVA on Snow Valley. So this is the new LE version of... Oh, can do. Spot whack! This shit stink! Alright, let me put on QM spot then. 2 and 4, so I'm blocking out 1 and 3. Blocking out 1 and 3, 2 and 4 are the teams here, right? Alright, back again. This time on the QM spots. So the new updated LE version of Snow Valley. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not too sure on the changes here on the recent update of Snow Valley, but apparently it's been updated to the LE version, so we'll see how that goes. And something we don't see every day is definitely an AVA on it. I think this is a change for sure. Can place the ref down here now. It's a little bit bigger. Arsenal is my least favorite map ever, dude. I hate Snow Valley. Gonna be honest, I really dislike Snow Valley. Probably because I'm not good enough to understand the map to play it. So AVA on Snow Valley. Root is one of those players that can actually play both actions pretty well. I've seen Ed, actually a pretty good allied player, struggle against Root's allied. So see how Cruiser goes. Cruiser is one of those players that's really not known in the community. Like, people know who he is, but he's not very active in chats and everything. So people often either disregard him or underrate him. But so far, he's getting batted. Hasn't won a game yet, so we'll see how that thing goes. Looks like Cruiser's gonna build down the cliff. And Root putting his AFC all the way around top left. So we will see a couple IVs coming out here. It's pretty meta for an AVA. Ah, the mid has changed, I see. And the side gems has changed as well, so that's a pretty big difference right there. So you can now deploy MCV down here and get these gems on the sides, and then there's no more pesky cliffs to navigate around in mid as well. So route already moving towards middle, cruiser as well. And obviously chrono miners, you can't really chrono them afterwards. Straight to the patch. So we've got 5 miners now for routes. Cruiser with 2 and 5 as well. It's gonna build on the cliff, I think, afterwards. But we're already seeing a couple of Rocketeers here. Alpha both players and IVs and Rhinos immediately committing. I think original Snow Valley was a bad map, yeah, but this updated version should be a much better version now. Now there's a lot bigger, there's more space for tank control, and there's a lot less glitchier in general. And immediately Cruiser solidifying their mid position with the power drops here. This signifies a good ally player right here. Using the power drops offensively and defensively at the same time. So if you actually move this power drop a lot closer, I think that'll be a lot more beneficial for him. That's gonna deny route from going to his mid. In the old Snow Valley, it would definitely work a lot better. But the new Snow Valley, since it's so huge, it's not that big of a deal. And now in comes route down to his mid here. He's gonna use the rocket to take care of the power drop, and immediately getting his own power drop deployed as well, just to avoid routes from going anywhere. Sorry, to prevent Cruiser from going anywhere there. That's what's up, Doofus. I can rush to the resub. Ooh, and here he comes. Roots. He's gonna go for. He already scouted the bottom left, and so he knows that Cruiser already moved to his bottom left. But it comes to Rockets as well here. It's a little bit hard. Roots to be careful. He is out tanked here. He's hoping for the Rockets to do some kind of work. While he moves his MCB towards middle, but he's gonna lose that fight anyway. He just needs some reinforcements here. The IVs are helping out as well. 3 Grizzlies remaining, when a couple of Rocketeers gets the pillbox out. So big, sir. And here's the beauty of the new Snow Valley now. You can immediately Cruiser sending a couple IVs to the left hand side. And Wood hasn't expanded to the right yet. I think he sold his MCV there. While Cruiser's already expanded to the left side. Oh no, his MCV is right here. What am I talking about? So Rocket is on the left here for Cruiser. The Root's still going at it, trying to defend. He's getting split 3 ways here. Rhinos, IVs, and Rocketeers are going on top left. He needs to send his IVs down on the top left immediately now. But there's only 1 or 2 IVs available. 1 Warfrash is going to go down. Cruiser's going to lose all of his Rocketeers if he's not careful with the micro here. And following up with the Grizzlies on the left hand side as well. Root getting this opportunity to move towards mid and send his Grizzlies towards a middle. Good micro out of Cruiser there to send the Corona Miner back to the refinery. And the lack of tank control there is a little bit iffy, and it's going to be met with a lot of Rocketeers here. Roots, it's going to lose all of his Grizzlies down on bottom left, and it's going to move his power drop as well down to its mid. And that was a big push for Roots, and it does not play out there. Definitely does not play out. He lost all of his Grizzlies and his Rocketeers as well. So Ivy is now gonna chase the Rockies on in mid while he actually moves in with his power drop down bottom right. 2 Grizzlies now on the bottom left. He's gonna harass that miner. Then Root finally gonna move to his top right now. Yo, he did plant a war factory down in mid, so that's gonna help with getting anything close towards the battlefield, but he sells it anyway. Needs to watch that miner down in mid. I think he might get a full miner there and then back off. It's a lot of Grizzlies there for Cruiser. I'm not sure whether Root can take that fight, especially with the Rocketeers now. And top left power drop as well. He does have a good number of IVs though, but the MCV is completely unguarded here. He's gonna have to sell it, but Root calls GG anyway. And there we go. Cruiser getting his first point on the board. It's Root actually. Gotta change the stream title. Oh, did I mess up there? I thought the early version was already out last month. Ooh, veto coming up for Cruiser. That is only veto. Path more traveled. When Marko after this. Alright, Wudi just messaged me saying, oh, begin? Ready? Ready? Are we ready? So we'll have that immediately afterwards for you. Let me boot up the FC Asia tunnel while we wait, actually. Alright, let's go. Oops. Alright, so Stormy Weather got vetoed. So now Root is gonna opt for Path More Traveled. Then after this will be a Wudi and Marko game, so that's pretty spicy. I say so the least. Hold on, give me 2 minutes here, chat. All right. I bet you're just bad at the game. Don't worry about it. I'm kidding. Yeah, some maps are pretty terrible, but I think the point of it is to learn the maps, right? If you want to be a good player, you need to learn the maps and be adaptive. I agree with you. Some maps are completely trash. But the maps that are overtly trash, they are definitely removed. But the previous Snow Valley LE is it's a much better iteration here. Ooh. Oh yikes, Roots. That's a big yikes for me, Roots. Alright, Cruiser starting on the left here, Roots starting on the right hand side. So first War Factory for Cruiser goes towards mid. Roots is gonna opt for the War Factory near the refinery down on top right. I think the War Factory in mid is probably a better spot to go here. You do have time to send a miner down to the top right or bottom left, which is no issue at all. But Root is gonna counteract that by having a second War Factory immediately on the mid section here, so he will be able to fight for it and not let Cruiser have all the fun in mid. Paradrop coming in at the mid as well. You know, we saw that Cruiser actually got that Paradrop a little bit later. Ooh, and a quick radar immediately afterwards. So I'm expecting a forward ref here from Cruiser to get a Deso. He needs to get that sentry out before he can get a Deso out for Cruiser. There you go, Deso comes out anyway. But one dog that actually got all of the corners in the middle. Caverns has always been a staple map. Ever since the new LE versions came out, they fixed the bottom right spot, so it's not so shit anymore. So Cruiser immediately coming up, the Deso done in mid. Sentry gun does take care of one Deso, two Desos being taken care of by the sentry gun, and Root is gonna push Cruiser all the way back here. But Cruiser needs to be, Root needs to be careful here. He doesn't want to overcommit. He does have 3 War Factories though. With a couple of dogs just take care of the Paradrop on the right hand side. You need to start waypointing your tanks here, Roots. Another Paradrop coming into its mid. Cruiser's eco is not looking great there. Definitely not looking good. 1, 2, 3 miners now. He's on 3 miners. Root is on 4. So that's where the struggle is coming in here. And look at this base trade we're going for immediately. Root is gonna go straight for the MCV and the War Factory. Cruiser is gonna go for the miners straight away. So in a base trade situation, it doesn't look good for Cruiser here. Root has to go for the final War Factory to avoid any kind of drones. Root losing 1 miner there. He also needs to micro his mine, his drones. Last War Factory for Root does go down, and Cruiser now on the way back, tracking and gonna get a miner out beforehand. And all production buildings has been seized here from Cruiser. He does not have any units left, so the drone should be able to take care of the final rhinos here. Never mind. Ooh, Root just luckily having the drones there, but he does have an MCV to rebuild the War Factory. Meanwhile, Cruiser does not have anything, so he posted all of his units here down in mid. This is where the drones will be super useful, and Root rebuilding his War Factory there. Needs to get his miner working now. His eco is not looking great. Or sell that War Factory on one miner. So the drones here will be used as bait to get all the miners in, and all 3 of them does get droned. And Cruiser with 1 rhino remaining. It is on veterancy, so he needs to be careful not to give it elite here, Roots. And Roots now, his eco not doing good. Cruiser on 9k now all of a sudden. After selling, now Root sells his War Factory. This prevented from getting hit there. So that rhino on 1 HP, Root should be able to chase it down, and down it goes, and that should be GG for Cruiser. That elite rhino was his only choice there, but it did not work out. So that's 2-1 to Root. Alright, match points. So if you're not interested in this match, just stay tuned for Wudi and Marko after this. That's when we'll officially start the big session of Throne of Champions there. Is he gonna go America? Oh, he's not. Oh yeah, dude, we are getting pampered today.
Tech building captured.
Alright, let's go. Montana DMZ, the final match point here. Not a final match point, but a match point in general. We're just gonna go Iraq, and Cruiser going America. What's up, Josh? So we are gonna see a AVS for the first time here. I think back when Cruiser went for America, it was against Marko earlier on. But he does have a significantly better chance to win against Root as ally than Marko. No offense to Root, he's a great player, but he's no Marko, even though he is also Finnish. As in finished the race, Finland, not finished as in finished. But we'll see how this goes. So top right, this Cruiser is gonna start and immediately grab that Paradrop. I think it's first barrage. I think it's pre-capped, right? It is pre-capped. Keep forgetting that it is pre-capped. I know it's getting stuffier by the minute. So Cruiser immediately gonna go 0 here with the Paradrop ready. And looks like Root goes 0 as well. Interesting, so both players immediately going 0. Root does not want to approach that the Paradrop there. Those deploy GIs will absolutely melt through the conscripts. So immediately going 0 here, Root, can he make a difference with this 0? And the flag track as well, just precautionary. There is no AFC up yet from Cruiser. So obviously 2 minus on gems here, crew, root as well. He's gonna spam on refinery straight afterwards so he can commit to the 0. Look at a micro from Cruiser. Individually moving the GIs there, and in it comes. To try to get all of the GIs out of the way, that's the main issue there, but another pillbox being spammed out here. Cruiser absolutely burning through his cash. So is Root actually. So he is hoping on this refinery spam. And he's gonna micro his other miner onto the gem patch as well. 3 in total. And the power drop along the top now. We'll probably go for that power to get Cruiser onto low power. Root already on 2 ore factories now with 3 miners on gems. That's equivalent to like 6 miners on gems, so that's okay. Oh, and Root's immediately getting crushed there with the Grizzlies. And a bit of fodder as well. But Cruiser does not overcommit. That's what I love to see there. Control all the way through. And we're trying to get the power out of the way there. 2 pillboxes has been spammed out for 1 power drop. And on the back of that, Root already spent to that big gem patch and the bottom patch as well. On 2 ore factories, while Cruiser with an AFC, still on 3 miners on 1 gem patch. So he will need to spam out a couple of miners after this. He can't just commit to 3 miners straight away. There you go, that's a 4th. So Root's on 5 miners here. And Cruiser's on 4. And a double power drop coming in for Cruiser around the back. This is what I think why Cruiser went for America. Purely for that double power drop. The only way to properly deal with double power drop is probably with a Deso or a bunch of Rhinos. But it's a little bit hard for him to do so. And immediately he's getting overwhelmed here. He's going to use a miner as fodder. And that's going to pull in a lot of fire and gonna draw a lot of mining time actually. I think Cruiser just tried to push down as well while the power drop was being deployed there. So 2-dimensional attacks, no 1-dimensional attacks today, and out comes a lab from Cruiser. He is still on 4 miners though with the lab tech, so we'll see how his eco will hold up after this, but it's not looking good for him. He is on 2k as well, but once he starts producing these Mirages, he'll either have to stop producing the Rocketeers, or he'll have to get a lot, like maybe spam out 2 more refineries here. He is on lab tech, so he won't need to make anything else. Maybe another war factory, but that's gonna burn his eco a lot more as Roots is gonna push in with a Connie ball here. Does he have the micro to get rid of Mirages first? Cruiser's gonna pull in his power drop as well. And that was a very good micro out of Cruiser there. Cruiser needs to stop moving his Mirages there. That's a big mistake. Taking out a lot of his Mirages, and Cruiser will lose a couple of miners here. That's absolutely a huge mistake from Cruiser. Going all the way up along the top while Root was moving. That will reveal all the Mirages. And down he goes. 3-1 to Root. GG. That's a big yikes there. So 60-40% the prediction for Root and Cruiser. And the winner is Root. Marko, Wudi. Alright, now we can follow up the schedule. Alright, Marko and Wudi is up next. What a what a game to start on here. So while we wait for him actually. Marko in QM, he will come and done. So Marko should be winning this Polter game pretty quickly here. Meanwhile, let's get No, Path, we have no time. Woody's on the way, and Marko's in a QM game, which should end pretty quickly. So let me update the scoreboard. Wudi versus Marko. What's up, Gus? See, let me put the schedule in here right now. Let's see what I can add a command for it. Yeah, that's the character limit. So right now will be Wudi versus Marko, Wudi versus Tim, Wudi versus Roots, and then Wudi versus Quin. So that's gonna be a pretty pog. Let me add here right now. Wudi, Marko, that's a 5. There's Marko. Right, let me get some predictions up for the boys. The prediction, going back to my big face cam. Alright, best of 5 against Marko and Wudi. Let's see how this goes. Berg! Yep, Josh, all of these are best of 5s actually. Hold on, chaps. Dude, I wish I could make it a best of 19, but we have a schedule to go on here to go with. So unfortunately, it's not, can't go a full BO19. So give it a moment here while I wait for Wudi. Throne of Champions. Alright, Woody's on his way. What the fuck is Marko watching? He's watching some memes or something, I don't know. So Wudi versus Marko right now. 11, yeah, it's literally that, I think. A first to 3 every single time. So if let's say you're losing, like you're down a couple of points against the top player, and then you can win a couple of points against a lower player, so it kind of balances it out. All right, there you go. Woody's here. Let's get the show on the road, boys. Sub the don't want lag too much now. Alright, FC Asia is being picked. Let's go, Marko. So predictions are still up. It will end on the second game here. So once we're ready, we can start this game. Let's go. Oh, Wudi, stop pressing unready. Let's go. Marko for president indeed. And here we go. Marko vs Wudi, a best of 5 in the Throne of Champions here. Arguably, if not most definitely, the top 2 right now. Path, take my energy. Absolutely, here Marko needs all the energy he can get playing a beast. That is Wudi. I wonder where Buzz Lightyear is if Wudi's here. Haha, jokes! But anyways, best player in the world, Wudi. Starting on top left here as the red player, bottom right, Marko here, the underdog, which is really weird to say. Let's see how this goes. First map on Arabian Oasis, minimal lag here, which is what we love to see. This match is brought to you by the FC Asia Tunnel. If you'd like to use the FC Asia Tunnel for your own show match, feel free to approach any Fortune Scales member for the rental of the tunnel. You just need to pay the rental for the entire day, and then we will be good to go with your own show match. So similar build here, actually pretty similar build from both of them. War Factory right at the back for the big ore patch on the back. Wudi has no friends in here. Wait, we all represent. It's always the, for some reason, it's always the Western versus the China, right? It's always the West versus the China scene, because I think China is the only country that doesn't play CNCnet often because of the firewall. So the rest of the world and China is pretty same here. Subway Fi. So Wudi here with the drone coming immediately afterwards. You have to be ready here. Whoa. Whoa, that drone was going all sorts of places there. Meanwhile, Marko's drone is still waiting to go in, and it will get in immediately afterwards. Second war now for both players. Marko already has a preemptive service depot ready, so I think he will build another refinery here for the gem patch. Let's see. So 4, 5, 6, 7 minus for Wudi. Marko is on 7 as well. He is long distance mining those gems, which I'm not sure if I'm a fan of when the refinery is right there. Should probably build another ref next so the long distance mining isn't that too far away. But I think he will build another one here. So third one now for Wudi. Marko's still in second war, and he's already making a move, both the players. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that laptop and Wudi game, man. That'll be absolutely nuts. I mean, so far in Kim, they've been ripping each other up. Pretty passive start here. No rushes, no anything. Just waiting to get their eco up before they choose to engage. Marko choosing to leave this. Wudi choosing to leave this ore patch pretty bare here. Pretty full. I wonder if that's such a tactical choice there to leave it when this ore patch runs dry, so he still has some eco around the back. So posing into mid, Marko with his 4th war factory, now Wudi with his 4th as well. And another refinery probably gonna go down here on the bottom ore patch in bottom left. I'm just waiting to see who will make the first move here. It looks like Wudi's gonna be the first one to split. Marko's gonna make a move towards the middle. He is out tanked though, so he will have to be careful with the 3 rhinos with a couple of fodder, 4 rhinos with a couple of fodder there. Oh no, Marko's gonna be chasing. Marko's gonna be the one to be chased there and just loses 4 or 5 rhinos on the back of it. So you see Wudi not really overcommitting until he really sees an opportunity to do so. He can absolutely win that tank fight, but I think he doesn't want to overcommit and then suddenly lose. This is where the plays from Marko will actually start to come out here, because Marko is out-tanked here. He's not severely out-tanked, but he is out-tanked. So the only way he can sort of make a difference here is if he splits Wudi and sort of thins out his Rhino numbers, which is really hard to do there against someone like Wudi, who's already moved his NCV down to the bottom left, and is gonna move even further bottom left onto the gem packs, I think. Yeah, that's something you don't see at all in Arabian Oasis. Excuse me. This is where I think it gets really annoying for the player defending, because your rhinos going from back and forth here will take a lot of time, especially going around a small choke point like this. It's extremely hard for him to go around. Oh, but Wudi now incoming with the drones. You saw how annoying Cruz's drones were, so we'll see how annoying Wudi's drones are. Good timing with that sentry gun. And that is why you always have a sentry gun ready to be deployed. And Wudi looking to move towards the bottom right here, but again, Juke's out and go towards middle. Where the hell am I going, Marko? You need to guess that out straight away. And another ref going along top right. And Wudi is gonna go to his bottom left here. Marko caught out of the break while Wudi tried to split again on top right here. Marko does not see the split on top right. The miners are gonna get hit. He pulls back the miner, sells the MCV, and is hoping to deal with the split here with the sentry guns and 2 rhinos, which he will be able to. And he's gonna push down to his bottom as well. He has to be careful with the tank control. Wudi out-tanks him by quite a bit. And look at that micro from Marko to bring all of his units into the fight, but he is severely out-tanked here. This is when he's severely out-tanked. It's gonna be hard for him to get through to Wudi here, but Wudi absolutely dominant, and Marko immediately quitting out afterwards. 1-0 to Wudi. Goat versus goat here. Who has better knee? Let's see, Marko is gonna go Kevin's. I'm just gonna pick Kevin straight out of the bat. Oh, landmarks. Okay, interesting. No cabins for Marko. Eastern goat versus Western goat, exactly. Alright, landmarks. 16-year-old better age. It just goes to show that the prime age for playing RE2 is actually 18. All of you old folks need to get with the times here. So landmarks after that amazing first game on Arabian Oasis. Exactly, Beth. Wudi plays like he's been playing the game for like 30 years, man. It's just the game decisions that he makes is too good. So immediately Wudi with a first as a trooper here, never seen before strat. Actually, what is that for? Kill the house? I think he just made that an accident. Yeah, that was definitely an accidental Tesla trooper there. So Marko is gonna long distance mine the gems right at the start there. I never know how to play this map, but this map is pretty weird. Okay, Wudi. Making builds that I've never seen before. He clears out here for a perfect place for a refinery. So the miners will be really efficient there. I see you, Wudi. I see you. Absolutely, I do see you. I thought that Tesla trooper was an accident, but it turns out Wudi does not make mistakes. Ladies and gentlemen, Wudi does not make mistakes, and there you go, a perfect place for a refinery right there. Marko gonna do the same here, but he does not have a place to put a refinery, so he's not that efficient. So immediately landmarks LE incoming. Top left overpowered, bottom right sucks ass. Or sucks ass immediately afterwards. Also anti-drone in it. Yeah. That might be something. So 4 miners and gems here, and Marko with 4 miners and gems as well. One doesn't get drone, so he's gonna have to pull back here. Wudi is following up with a rhino, I think, so Marko's gonna run all the way back. He should have a service depot up here. He does not have a service depot up. Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? No, he's not. Oh, he does not make it at all. Yikes. So one drone to one miner there lost, and it was, luckily it did bank, so he did get the money from it. But that's a pretty huge drone there from Wudi. Gonna drop Marko down to 4 miners here. Let's see here. We got 2 war factories for 3 war factories for Marko. Wudi still with, oh, he has third as well, just came up. I think Wudi might kill the gems here, as Wudi does. Okay, that's a 4th war factory now. This map is pretty unorthodox actually. So Marko's gonna chase Wudi down along the bottom here while he preps for another split onto the right hand side. Oh, and Wudi immediately maneuvering around Marko there to go for the miners, and again a 2 split here. 2-pronged attack, gonna take out 1 miner while the other one still lives. Wudi retreats to that big gold patch where he hopes another miner will be. He is out-tanked here, Wudi, so he has to be careful. Marko as well has to be careful because more rhinos incoming from the other side here will hit the rest of the miners all the way through. 1 miner goes down, 2nd miner is gonna go down. Marko calls GG, and that is 2-0 to Wudi. Immediately in one fell swoop, 2-0. And Wudi takes the 2nd game here. Fucking nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. Coldest peak. Fucking hell, man, this kid. This fucking guy. The balls on this dude. Yeah, absolute balls. Let's go coldest peak. Yep, Wudi is more of an RA2 player. I think most Chinese are RA2s. God damn it, Wudi. I still remember him and Marko, the show match that I sponsored not too long ago, where I encouraged them to play as allied, and Wudi absolutely smoked Marko as allied. He did lose a couple, but even with allied, he's able to beat Marko, which is one of the best, if not the best players in the Western Hemisphere right now. Would love to see him play SMJ. Mate, I gotta be honest, I did pose a question up to him and he said no. He straight up said no. He said he's not interested. Because SMJ takes quite a bit of micro as well. Yeah, but he immediately said no, he's not interested in any of that shenanigans. Right, so identical build speed here from both of them. Pretty, I mean, a roll watch, right? They're probably pressing Q and spamming click right at the same time there. So stay tuned after this. We still have quite a bit of matches incoming. So we'll be Wudi versus Tim afterwards, and then Wudi versus Roots, and then Wudi versus Tien. So stay tuned for that. Then afterwards, Berg is going to take over at 6 PM GMT for the rest of the games with Headkid, Mikos, Latov, Luke, and Marko, and Roots as well. And then I think Doofus is going to pick up after Berg as well. So double drone incoming here. Oh no, that's not a double drone, that's a singular drone. Marko's Wudi's drone is going to pull back. So what are you looking to build towards the right and left side? He did get a miner droned. Not sure where Woody's drone is. I think it's not here at the moment. It ran away. Oh, Woody's drone right there. So 6 minus 7 for Woody. Marko's on 7 as well. His 7 just coming out about now. No path. This is the second day of Throne of Champions, so we're not close at all. Still quite a distance away. So 3 wars for Marko. Woody's on 2. I think a third is about to come on the left here, or a refinery on the right. So big 3 jam patch for Woody. That's gonna help Ezekiel for a little bit. Marko's gonna move on to the right hand side as well to grab the other 2 jam patches, or 3. Hopefully a refinery next here. I guess you could say that, yeah. Guess you could say that. Oh, Woody late game drone there. On to Marko's one on miner on the top right. So we'll do a 4th war factory, or 3rd actually war factory down on the left side here, about to build down. Oh! Yeah, it's Marko losing yet another drone. Miner to a drone again there. Oh. So that's the second miner that Marko has lost to a drone in this series. It's weird to say that, but it is definitely probable that Marko might get 3-0 here. So Woody's build already stretched all the way down. Oh my god, Woody. Marko's only just built on the right hand side, so on the top left hand side. It's gonna take a little bit longer to move there. And Woody's already on both jam patches, already gobbled them up, and Marko's on broke now. Obviously because of that miner getting droned. And the 3-way split here, prepping in for Woody. Left, mid, and right hand side. Marko's prepping as well, waiting for the move. At this stage, how Marko's playing, I think Lataf could probably beat Marko at this point. With how great Lataf has been playing lately. And look at Woody. Look at Woody already solidifying his position onto that jam patch there. And also scouting on top right, so that means that he knows that Marko hasn't gotten their gems yet. But I have no idea why Marko hasn't gotten these gems yet. Maybe he's saving them for later. Here you go. Woody culminating everything towards the middle. Marko's had to follow up afterwards. Woody is gonna straight away going for a small section there, but Marko's gonna go in as well. Woody just pulling away with the rest of his rhinos onto the right hand side here. A little bit of tank control mistakes there from Woody, which is not something you see every day, but Woody with the superior tank numbers anyway is gonna win that fight either way. And Marko calls GG. That's a quick 3-0 for Woody. And unfortunately, there he goes. 10 million dogs. 10 million dogs. When does Marko play next? Will be James Marko. Gonna be quite a while, maybe 1 hour. All right, so next up will be Tim versus Woody. So a bunch of Woody games here. Let's get this on. Give Marko enough energy. True. True. Collective. I DM'd you on Discord, Tim. I don't want to say it out here because the lobby is gonna be up for quite a while. There you go. Ooh, Marko with a raid. Thank you very much, dude. Hope you're not too hope you're not too tilted after that. So back on Arabian Oasis we go. Let's go, Tim. Put up a prediction really quickly. Oh, I need to take note of these scores as well. So Marko, Wudi 0-3 and Root Cruiser 3-2, 3-1 actually. And Marko Cruiser 3-0. Start prediction, Tim. Ooh. Looking at my screen here, you're seeing exactly what I'm seeing. Tim is gonna go France on Arabian Oasis. So let's see how that goes. Oops. Let's go. Second Wudi game here. And he's gonna go up against Tim Collective. Who is France on Arabian Oasis? Oh, that is pretty weird. I'm gonna be honest, that is pretty weird here. That's how much comes playing in the background. I think, if memory serves me right, we have seen a France on Arabian Oasis before. But I'm not sure how that turned out. Who bet 51k? Let me see, who bet 51k? Fucking TN voted 51k. Oof. Oh wait, Google. So TN betting a total of 51k onto Wudi. All of his channel points, absolutely all of them. So again, Tim going France here. That tells me he probably has a plan to go with here, but I'm not too sure what that plan is. We'll see how that plays out. So the last time we saw Wudi and Tim play was actually the previous TOC for Yuri's Revenge, where I think Tim tried a BF Chrono strat for 2 games. I think Wudi just countered them absolutely perfectly. Hello, motherfucker. What's up, Seal? So AFC quick out from Tim after that second refinery. He's on 4 minus right now. A 5th one just coming out soon. The Wudi with second war, and then the 5th one coming out straight afterwards. You know, I kind of had a dream that we RA2 made it to esports in the big stadiums and the big arenas, and it was pretty nuts. I think how it happened was that we got a huge sponsor out to fly everyone to, I think it was held in Amsterdam, where a bunch of R2 players came together. It was R2, it was not Yuri's Revenge. And then a ton of it all came out, and I think we got a bunch of professional casters. I think me and Matt was in the casting booth. Was Matt in the casting booth? No, I don't think so. I think it was me and someone else, but I think it was me and Snark actually that was in the casting booth. And that was a pretty nuts dream. One day I'll get a sponsor maybe and start something. Anyways, Wudi on 3rd War Factory now. 1 flag, and Timothy using this to scout ahead. So I think Tim definitely has a cannon available. But Wudi with 4 War Factories now, can he keep up with the production? That's all I'm thinking about. Because Tim's on 2 War Factories and Wudi's on 4. So he's gonna get outproduced really quickly, albeit the Grizzlies do produce a lot quicker than the rhinos, but it's not that quick. Wudi killing the gems in the middle. If I can have it, no one can. Or probably just to keep his APM high. Oh my god, Wudi, 5 war factories immediately out the bat here. To base walk onto the top patch. And Tim with his 3rd war factory out already. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Wudi's gonna move his MCV towards the right hand side here. Probably gonna get gems as well. So 8 minus towards I think 10 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Short of 1 from my supersonic prediction. There you go. That's first cannon out of the way. It's gonna be 4 war factories and then a cannon and a service depot as well. That service depot is only for one thing and one thing only, for a secondary MCV. Wudi does have the option to go along the top here, which I think he is gonna take. And it's whether Tim will take the bait here. Tim does not fully take the bait. He splits half of it around, but out comes a cannon there. You'd think that Wudi would go IC actually for the cannons, but he doesn't seem to be going IC anytime soon. No radar out either. Both players taking their time here. It's this is pretty common on Arabian Oasis. Players actually taking their time and not going gung-ho all the way in. So Wudi again moving his MCV straight top right for that gold gem patch. And out comes that radar. So I think now it's just when Wudi is gonna go for an IC and he's gonna make the first engagement here. Down on bottom left. So cannons available everywhere. I think Wudi is definitely go for the IC now. After getting all the all patches available. And it comes here. Tim is probably going to use a cannon. That's a big tons of fodder. Secondary MCV there. No, that's his primary MCV ready to go. Wudi now splitting onto the left and right inside here. 2 MCVs ready to go here. The first split along the top does go down. And the MCV fodder absolutely amazing there. Elite coming out. Will Tim win this fight? It looks like he will win this tank fight. And the cannon's doing a lot of damage. Has to happen along with it. Double elites now out of Tim. Oh my god, for the first time ever, Wudi losing a tank fight in this Throne of Champions series there. The cannons absolutely pulling their worth in, and Wudi opts for the drums just to annoy him out of the way. Let's go, Tim. Calm and collective, as we know and love him. He did, however, need to rebuild another MCV there. But I think Wudi will be able to get up back in production pretty quickly. And bear in mind, Tim still has 5k in the bank. Wudi has about 8k here, but he's already expanded to all of the all patches. Tim still has to expand down to his bottom left. But that first engagement was pretty nuts, and Wudi with a very, very, very bold MCV move here. And out comes the V3s to deal with the cannons here. Fun fact, V3s are range Grand Cannons. So when it goes there, Wudi gonna take out the first cannon and immediately falls out with the drones. No NG IFV available for Tim, so he's gonna have to manually kill a lot of his grizzlies here. This is where I think he'll be in trouble. Look at the number of rhinos that Wudi has compared to Tim. It is not much. That one V3 does take care of the cannon, and Wudi can absolutely steamroll to his bottom and to his top now. Top, Tim has lost. Bottom, Tim has lost. As said earlier, Tim will not be able to keep up with the production of Wudi, even though he did win that first tank fight. That drone play was absolutely amazing from Wudi. Yikes, man. So you saw immediately how Wudi adapted to that play. You saw that in the first engagement there, when Wudi actually lost that tank fight, he immediately knew that drones will be the absolute counter there, because he had no NGIVs. And when Tim actually went in on Wudi, when Wudi went in for those cannons, so It didn't really work out for him at all. And then immediately he was like, oh yeah, drones will do the trick. Solid build order by Wudi, exactly. Alright, Cold Speak and Tim is gonna go Korea. Alright, see. Tim Korea. Yeah, Wudi did build some miners mid-game. I just didn't notice it because it's something that he always does. Alright, Coda's peak. On left is right here. So Tim gonna go Korea. No France in this game. I don't think France is usually played on this at all. I'm about to sneeze. Ah! Ah! Ah, that was a big sneeze. that sounded mad. Yeah, I thought that once Tim was actually keeping an eye on Wudi and seeing what he had. And immediately when Wudi went drones, I thought that Tim would actually have some IGIVs available. But apparently he didn't. If he had like maybe a ball of NGIVs, or maybe 5 of them, he could actually survive that push there. But I don't think he had the time or the micro to do it. I mean, he does have micro, but the micro time to make those NGIVs as well will be pretty devastating. So Tim is gonna move top left, Wood is gonna move top right immediately after that first war factory. So I'm interested to see where the Eagles will come into play here for Woody. Where will he start making, for Tim, sorry, where will he start making those Eagles? When will the Eagles be an issue? And will the Eagles be an issue here? Yeah, the dog ran right around there. Woody was gonna body block, but it didn't really work. So drone afterwards here from Woody. Got 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 6. Now for Woody, Tim is on 2, 3, 3 minus. It's on 3 minus, so double the minus here for Woody at the expense, of course, of the Grizzlies here. So 2 immediately droned. That's why he made those drones, and sentry guns are not available. This is not looking good for Tim here. There's overcommitment to this rush. As we all know, Woody is a very adaptive player and he can work under pressure. So Tim is gonna have to pull something out the back here. He did get rid of the rhinos there. And he's gonna go for the miners on the gems immediately straight afterwards. 2 Grizzlies remaining here. Aggro Tim. Is it gonna work out here? He did spam a couple of ref afterwards to keep up with the eco. But we don't see any AFC just yet, or the Eagles. So first rush there, probably just to take the micro out of Woody. Pressure him just a little bit, but I don't know, I don't think he actually got any value out of that push, or maybe he wasn't looking to get any sort of value there. Got 2 walls for Tim, got 4, 5 minus now. I think he will be getting a 6 out pretty soon. Out comes that AFC. What is on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus. Got 4th war factory out now. Tim is still on 2. In comes that first eagle. Let's see where it lands. All I can think of, the eagle is probably useful for just for getting chip damage off on the rhinos, because he doesn't have a machine shop, so there's no machine shops on this map at all, so he can't self-repair those rhinos unless he gets a service depot. And then Woody just committing to 5 flags here. Yeah, 5 seems to be the perfect number because you can only make 4 eagles at a time, so even if you kill all the flags with 1 4 eagles, you still have 1 flag remaining for any pesky rocketeers that comes around. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minus now for Woody, and he's building down to his bottom right as well. Oh, the flag there just getting out of hand, and Tim spinning along the top and so to get rid of maybe one or two miners there, but the engagement on the middle here, Wudi gonna push towards Tim here. I don't think Tim's gonna win that fight against Grizzlies, with Grizzlies against Rhino, so he's gonna retreat here. We're just gonna keep powering through right the front line here, and Tim does not have enough to counter Wudi. Tim calls GG, and that's gonna be 2-0 to Wudi. Yikes. And Tim tried something there. Tim definitely tried something, but it did not work out. So 2-0 to Wudi. This is so cute. Dude, I agree, man. Grizzlies are like the middle child of tanks. You got Rhinos, you got Mirages, and then Grizzlies are just like the middle child, you know? Nobody cares about them. So let's see what Tim tries next. Yep, middle child. Snow Patrol, South Pacific. So top left against bottom right, so I'm gonna cancel out 2 and 4 here. 1 and 3, yep. Right, Tim's gonna go America here, double pair drops. Alright, let's see. Fuck playing him on South Pacific. You talking about Tim? Gino, or are you talking about Wudi? Alright, South Pacific here on match point 2-0 to Wudi. And Tim now going America. So he's sticking to pure allies here. He will have that double paradrop ready for him. Ideally, he would start on the left side here, which would be a better... no, Gino, this is the 3rd series, I think. So we had Marko Cruiser, Marko Cruiser Roots, and then Marko Wudi. This is the 4th series exactly. So ideally the ally player would start on the left side here, purely because of the paradrops in this specific location here where it will be so powerful. So Wudi when going through here, he'll have to be careful of the paradrops here, so he'll have to maneuver and keep stick to the coastline here. But Tim did start on the right hand side with a interesting build order. He's not gonna go for mid straight away. And Split War Factory is gonna be on top right. So typically players on the bottom right side here would put a power and then a barracks, and then the first War Factory will be down here. So they'll get mid instantly. That's the trade-off of being right and left here. But Wudi is gonna go, he goes 0. Yep, he's definitely going 0 here. He's gonna go aggro. And the drone is around the back as well. Is he gonna make a mine after that? No, he's committing the straight rhinos here. And there you go, that's the aggro from Wudi down to top right. 3 against 2 here. And the drone goes into the miner as well. I think Wudi will probably lose that, but he's hoping to get the micro out of Tim to lose a miner there. And the paradrop down on bottom right as well. Tim does not see it. Tim does not see it. He's only now going to bring the Grizzlies down to his bottom right. The low power is going to be an issue here. The boss does get put out. He does have a couple Rocketeers there, and that drone is still there, but it does get killed when the miner goes back. So power and refinery goes down. The miner does get saved, so he will be needing to build another refinery down on bottom right here. But quick lab from Tim. I know, Lataf's not playing Wudi today. Quick lab from Tim. He's gonna go for dreads, I believe. Sorry, aircraft carriers. So 2 war factories out of Wudi. We got 1, 2, 3 miners as well. Out comes that naval yard. So look at that naval yard placement. So the one thing I can think of here is that Tim might be forcing a stalemate. We're just gonna go for that lab, and down it goes. Just gonna delay the aircraft carrier a little bit more there. And the pillball says the Connoisseur is gonna get rid of that last bit power plant there. I don't think the Mirages will get there in time. And the constant pressure here by Wudi is proving to be an issue for Tim. He's going back and forth, back and forth. Wudi, sorry, Tim does have a plan that he rebuilt his lab. But how much can that lab be worth? Naval yard out for Wudi as well. He's gonna build a couple of subs here. So that stalemate option needs to be put out immediately and taken out with that lab. But the eco from Wudi here is gonna suffer for a little bit. Of course going 0 and then going little minus right at the start. He's still on 4 minus here. Tim is on 2, yikes. So Tim's on 3, so he's low on minus as well. Out comes that dread, or that aircraft carrier. It's gonna go for the war factory actually, and then fold out with that paradrop as well. And actually Tim is running away there. That paradrop can be deployed and take care of that war factory, but he is out micro there. Tim still running away from that from the subs there. And the paradrop on top right could have taken out the lab as well, but both players just sort of out of micro here, not realizing what they have. But one thing for sure though is that the lab is gonna go down again, and the number of units that's on the field right now, Rhinos versus Grizzlies and Mirages, Wudi actually wins a fight. So Tim is gonna go all the way to the bottom left here with that first aircraft carrier, and the second one actually does die to the Rhinos there. Of course, he's stuck too close to the shore. As things try to get up to speed here, Wudi has a control over mid. And the aircraft carrier is going to go for the oil down the bottom left. So Tim, as the bottom right player, did not go for mid at all. He gave mid control to his Wudi. Just interesting to say the least. He goes for a destroyer to get that rid of that lab. Now Wudi goes for radar. The SOs can help against aircraft carriers, but it might also signify that he might be going lab here. Wudi, look at the amount of units that he has compared to Tim there. It's not looking good for him. He's gonna go out for the choke point. If this was our huge revenge, Tim would absolutely be smoked right now, but Tim loses the fight on land. And he calls GG straight away. 3-0 now to Wudi. Unstoppable, this dude. 0 losses up against the top 2 players of CNCnet, arguably. So 3-0. Tim put out a really good effort there, but unfortunately Wudi is just way too good now. Alright, Roots, you're in, bud. Alright. So Wudi versus Roots is next, and after this will be Wudi versus Collector. Wudi versus Quin. Wudi versus Quin. So whoever voted on Tim there, 5 people actually voted on Tim. Pretty ballsy. Yep, Wudi and Marko was done. I think probably in a longer series, people will have a better chance against Wudi. Oh, it's 4 points on the other dog, yeah. Alright, Roots is next. If you're wondering why we're playing all of Wudi's matches right now, it's purely because the schedule is based on the placements of players. So higher ranked players will play most of the matches at one go. Alright, Wudi and Roots, red and yellow, let's go. Oh. Wudi versus the world. It literally looks like it yet. My only hope here is not only hope, but one of my looking forward to matches is Wudi versus Latov. Should we give a handicap to his Wudi? Yeah, I probably should. And it's Wudi against Root here. Root obviously won against Cruiser. And I believe that's the first game he played here. Yep, Woody's not lagging because the match is proudly brought to you by FC Asia Tunnel. If you'd like to use the FC Asia Tunnel for your own show match, feel free to approach any Fortune's Chaos member, and then we can look to rent you out that tunnel for a show match. You only need to pay for the usage of that tunnel for the entire day, 24 hours, which is not expensive, and then you'll get to use the tunnel for your own show match. Very, very useful for Chinese players if you're wanting to organize a show match against them. Bit of a plug. Let me get some water. Alright, Wudi versus Root. Root is not easy, I want him to win. Water, usually I would agree with you, but unfortunately I think it's gonna be a 3-0 to Wudi. With how he's been playing so far, he's been absolutely killing it. So statistically, Root is on the lower ranks of this lineup. So if he gets one game off of Wudi, it's shame on Marko and Tim, honestly. I want to see that happen. I want Root to win one game, and then shame on Marko and Tim. Shit on Marko and Tim. But that would be funny as well, man. I think to probably win against Wudi, you'll need to try something unorthodox. You know, try something out of the box, we should say, per se. It's just really hard to do because Wudi is so quick to adapt and so good at defending that it's pretty hard to do anything at all. This is why I think the huge revenge matches against Wudi is it's much better. Oh my god, Roots. That drone took out 4 dogs and a miner. Yeah, maybe we can get Wudi versus Andy soon. We'll see, we'll see. So we got 3 wars now for Root. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus. And look at Wudi already outproducing Roots here down in mid. Something we saw previously as well was Wudi was constantly making dog fodder after dog fodder after dog fodder. Especially in that fight against Marko where he had so much dog fodder. That's when he actually won the game even though he was out tanked. So far Wudi has only lost 1 tank fight, which was against Tim as allied. And then Wudi making a play to his bottom right here. Root pulling back a miner while he looks to make another split down on top right. I'm expecting a push down in mid as well. Eventually the 3-way split will happen. It is looking to happen right now. Oh, the pathing there, taking out 2 rhinos out of the way. Root is pushing back Wudi down the bottom here. So you might be safe on that aspect. Oh, the lack of micro though. Woody's gonna go for the miner straight away down the bottom right here. Shadugan out of position. 1 miner goes down. 2 miners go down here, and Wudi coming around the back door here. Roots is going to take a base trade. It's not something you see every day here. And Wudi taking care of the rhinos with the rhinos that he has in base. But he has nothing left back at home. The miners, all of them going down, and he can't even produce drones now, he's so broke. And GG 1-0. Shannon Geoki not playing QM? Yeah, Geoki is busy with school, and I think Shen hasn't played TNT Knight in a very long time. He's playing on Rambo now. It's all about that Rambo play. Has he actually lost a series? Interesting question. On stream or on video, he has not lost a series. Someone needs to nerf Wudi, man. Get a fucking nerf on Wudi. Get his IP address. Fucking control his units. And get him out of this bloody game. It's the jungle of Vietnam now. Wudi's defense is offense. Anything Wudi does is actually pretty bog. No matter what you do. No matter what you do. Yeah, that's the thing I want to get working. Maybe get two Chinese players to play each other. I've been trying to get a contact of Moon 3 actually. But from what I hear, Moon 3 actually doesn't like to play against Wudi. So I don't know how that'll go. He needs a Padawan. Oh, there's more than one Wudi on QM actually. Apparently Wudi is a clan name. Wudi means unstoppable, obviously. So. Drone on the route there. Sorry, I'm just munching on something at the moment. Second drone out of route. So, excuse me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miles out of Wudi here. Route is on 4, 5. He's on 5. So it's a minor behind. And the drone, second drone, they're looking to make an impact here. Hasn't gotten anything just yet. I'll come to 6 minor. We have a second war. Oh, good. Good heavens, that was a really quick move out of Wudi there. Out of route, sorry. Where's that drone? There it is. Second war for both players. Route looking to expand to his middle ground. He tried to harass some of his miners, but it didn't really work. The drone is still looking to move here. Bearing in mind, Root is constantly controlling this drone as well. Oh no! That's a bit of a yikes of a drone control there. And now Wudi can't make that forward push here. Lacking of fodder out of Roots at the moment. So we got 3 war factories, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minus. Root is on 3, 7 minus as well. Lacking 1 behind. There's a 4th war factory and Woody's gonna move his speeders top right. Sentry gun out for Roots. He's gonna try and defend this when he can. But the tank control is not that great. Root needed to hide behind his sentry guns there. Goes to a forward radar, which goes down almost immediately. That should be 2-0 here.
Player defeated.
Yikes. He won a series against Marko. Yeah. I think Matt casted that series. That was when Marko had his music way too loud. And then he couldn't hear the Kirov coming or see that his IC was actually damaged. Ban Woody. Exclamation mark ban Woody. Wait. Alright, match point down to 0 to Woody currently. After this will be Woody versus Quin. Name of song is Make Total Destruction by Periphery. Make Total Destroy by Periphery. Alright, stormy weather. So this is Root's final chance to get a game off of Woody. And then shit on Marko and Tim for not getting a game against Woody. Okay, let's go. But I might just I don't know, man. It's hard to get someone else to, because when someone is way leagues ahead of everyone else, it's really hard to exclude them from tournaments like this where they've been winning for like two wins in a row. Episode attempts to be no throne. True. So I've actually gotten some requests to actually exclude Wudi and Marko from the TOC. Yeah, Tony, just because Wudi wins everything. So that was something that we thought of, but unfortunately we can't do that because it would be kind of unfair to him. So good defense out of Wudi there to bait the drone into the Rhino instead of the miner. Root already got one miner onto top right. Interesting that he didn't go. Oh, good defense there. Interesting that he didn't go for a second ref onto that second gem patch, on that gem patch actually. I know Legend is on this. He actually finished, I think, 20th or something like that. So Legend finished 28th actually. Legend finished 28th. How was Doctor Strange? Doctor Strange 2 was pretty meh. I give it a like 7 out of 10, honestly. The storytelling and the pacing was really bad, but the animations and the CGI was really good. The horror was really good as well. The fucking origin story for America Chavez was so Disney princess, dude. Literally, you might as well watch a Disney princess movie. So what are you going radar here? Root is gonna get rid of the oil in mid, I think. And what are you having 2 miners down on bottom left means he will get rid of the gems pretty quickly. Root's having 1 miner on gems means that he will get the eco pretty late. 2 miners ready heading for that gem. For the gemmed miner there onto top right, which Woody does not see. Sorry, Root does not see at all. And yeah, Woody gonna Ivan the bridge here. Yeah, that miner is definitely gonna go and definitely die there. Then Root tried to pay him back to his zone, but the miner immediately retreated afterwards. He's gonna go for this oil instead. Oh, Woody just about saves it, and now Woody comes out with that IC. Root should stop chasing here and go for that oil. But now that he's destroyed both bridges, he's gonna make the opportunity and go to his bottom left instead. Go through bottom left, but Woody already has a naval yard out. Root already expanded to that second point. He's going for the radar and IC now. And again, another split down on top right here. Both oils down for Woody. It's looking pretty good for Root at the moment. But the lack of micro down on top right here means that he will probably lose all 3 of his rhinos there. And the counter naval yard is up with the subs, I think, coming up pretty soon. So we got 2 war factories to 1. And then lab and IC out to no lab and IC. So Woody taking it very passively this time. Sub X. So 40 seconds to that IC. I think that C scorpion there means that Root is probably predicting a Kirov pretty soon. So 2 sentry guns there. Roots, he should have stayed with the sentry guns there and took that fight because the tank numbers are pretty even. If Root actually stayed behind the sentry guns, I would have gotten a lot more damage out, and the Deso's actually doing pretty well. The Roots should stick on that clip. The tank control that the back end of the Rhinos are not in the fight as well. It's using to use the Desos here to defend primarily. There is no second stage to this attack from Wudi, but he is prepping for that IC. That's why I think Root didn't want to push in all the way. IC takes care of one war factory here, and Wudi choosing to back out immediately afterwards and not following through with that. Root now out of a lab, but look at the reinforcements coming in from Wudi. So many Rhinos here. While Root's Rhinos are still down for the count. His eco is not doing good, obviously losing that miner on gems. He still has his 2 or 1 oil remaining while Wudi has none. So I'll probably get a move to his middle and get a ref onto the gem patches here. Again, undefended Desos here. Mistake number 1. So minute 34 to the next IC. Wudi is now with 3 war factories up, ready to move. Yep, Wudi is 9-0 after this if Wudi wins this. So he went 3-0 against Marko, 3-0 against Tim, and now he's gonna look to be 3-0 against Root as well. So Root is on IC now, but the drone IC is available for Wudi. He's gonna prep and go for it. He's gonna IC the Rhinos instead. A little bit of a debate there by Wudi. Root tried to go in against the Rhinos there, knowing that the IC drones were ready. But the debate from Wudi, he goes for the IC on the Rhinos instead. And 4 or 5 Rhinos remaining for Roots. Up against 6 Rhinos here with 2 veterancy and a couple of sentry guns. Can he get it out before that IC goes down? He will defend it actually. But with 1 Rhino drone, but the reinforcements again coming in from Wudi. He always has Rhinos in the back of it with his godly eco control. And my camera has been on bottom right throughout this entire game here, most of the game actually. Look at that. How many do you need back home? Wudi absolutely smashing it out of the park here. He knows that IC is available, so he's not gonna push in just yet. Even more Rhinos coming in now. This is an onslaught here. It might be actually be considered bullying at this point. There you go, Wudi pops his IC while waiting for Root to pop his, and Root's gonna IC his own IC. Root is just playing for survival at this point. He's gonna wait out that IC to go pop. And yeah, there, down he goes. 3-0 to Root now. So next up is Quin against Wudi. Good luck, Quin, indeed. Hopefully it's pinged towards the Asia tunnel, it's not that bad. This is a match I'd like to see actually. Quin finishing 3rd. Did he finish 3rd or did he finish 2nd? He finished 2nd in QM last month, so he statistically has the best chance against Wudi here, so let's see. Let me open up a prediction for Quin and Wudi. Absolutely, Chris, you do hear periphery in the background. So Wudi vs Quin prediction up now. Right, let's go. And here we are, Wudi and Quin, number 1 versus number 2 in R2QM last month. So Wudi has been absolutely dominating the competition so far, 3-0ing clean sweeping every single person that he comes up against, including Marko and Collective. This man, this boy, this legend, this robot has been undefeated so far in this tournament, playing 4 players. I think 3 players, sorry. So we'll see how the 4th match will go up now against Quin. I think Wudi is 19, 18 or 19, I don't remember. Quin is 16, so it's battle of the teenagers, I guess. Drone getting in there for Quin. Wudi's drone still waiting to go. They're both pretty young compared to everyone else. What's up, Meg? Wudi is 18, 19, and then Quin is 16. I think he's going on 17 this year. So they were pretty young. So if you haven't seen that Blitz show match on R2 Cash Games Ivor's channel, Quin actually beat Wudi on Blitz. That was when he was really pumping out the Blitz games. The question is, who's the oldest player? Neek. I think Neek is about 40, 45, 46, as far as I know. I don't know Showtime, and I don't know how old he is. I don't think he is on Discord. I don't know why I'm so invested in this game. Play Dota or something. Dude, R2 is the original, the true original game. So 2 war patches now for Wudi. You got 2, 4, 6, 7 minus. Quin is on 2 war patches as well with 3 war patches now. 9 minus. Ooh, 9 minus. Sorry, 8. No, yeah, he's on 9 minus. And Woody's on 7, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's on 8, so he's a minor behind. I don't know about you, but I feel pretty old. My back is already hurting from carrying the community too much. Oh! kidding. I kid. So 3 war factories to 4 now. So Quin is way ahead here. He's a minor ahead and a war factory ahead. Fifth war factory out now. So Quin absolutely spamming out the war factories there. Wudi again leaving this all patch quite full, not drying it out just yet before moving. Don't do headbangs anymore. Dude, I headbanged like in the last stream to periphery, and then I got a headache straight afterwards, dude. I felt dizzy. I had to end the stream. I'm not gonna lie, that actually happened. I'm 23, so that's not too bad. So Wudi moving his MCB to his bottom left now. Quin taking an absolute control in mid. This is where you see Quin actually doing a much better job here compared to Tim and Marko here. He's actually keeping up with the number of tanks that Wudi has. Whereas when Wudi was throwing Marko or Tim, Wudi more often than not actually was ahead in tanks there. So Quin is gonna take out. Oh, look at that! Another split of Quin there. A split within a split. Ulting the war factory as well to get rid of it. Oh, on 1 health. Wudi luckily saves his war factory there. So Quin splitting up top and then getting that ulting the refinery and then splitting off from that split as well. But look at the drones here ready for Wudi. He needs some... Did I just hear a drone get into a miner there? Didn't. Thought I heard it. But he needs some connies now for those drones. Preferably a fuck ton. Oh, and look at that perfect maneuver to counter the drones, but he'll need to take care of the rest of his rhinos here. And now the tank numbers are pretty uneven. Wudi now have a good number of tanks against Quin. Ulting means that you can put your rhino onto this sort of lip there. Wait, hold on, wait a minute, Quin getting battered by Wudi here down in mid. The tank numbers are pretty even with the connie fodder there as well, but no reinforcements coming in from Quin. Pulling in the miner as well as fodder. No sentry guns out available either, only one that's coming out now, and the Deso as well. And Quin hiding behind his sentry guns. How long can he hold it for? The Deso does get deployed. More rhinos coming out of the war factory. Can he defend this here, Quin? This one big push from Wudi seems to be winning him this entire game. But the reinforcements are actually proving to be well here. Wudi overcommitting, and he's gonna get pushed back to his side of the map here. Absolutely amazing tank fight there. So ulting means that when you hold alt and click on something, it'll force the unit to go there. Which is why you hold alt when you click on an infantry, so it will run over it. You can do the same with war factories and refineries. Means that the tank will land on this little lip here. Which means that any damage that the tank takes, the building will also take. This is why when Quin altered this war factory, when Wudi was killing the rhinos, the war factory took more damage from the rhinos as well. So in comes a fuck ton of connies here as fodder for Quin. I don't think he wants to stick around there, but he calls GG anyway. Down he goes 1-0. Back in the day, ulting was considered lame and it was against the rules, but I think they overturned it. 1 second, set Quin, he's gonna check the maps. Yeah, true. Around my door there. Back in the day, on X-Twist, I think ulting was actually banned from QM. So if you ulted, you could get reported, and then you'll get banned out. Who figures himself out, dude? Players after playing 20 years of the same fucking broken game. That's what. That's what. Montana. Is he gonna go allied? Yeah, I am really 23. I'm 23 this year. Alright, let's go. The missile bug, you could...
Tech building captured.
The missile bug is when you get a chopper and then you waypoint the V3 to attack that chopper, and then when the waypoint is over, you move that chopper all the way down, so the missiles will actually follow and track the chopper to wherever you go. I think so. The game is fundamentally broken, which is why we at CNCnet try to make it a little bit more balanced whenever we can, with rebalance patches and whatnot. But 20 years a broken game is considered to some people as a perfect game, so it's a thin line that we have to cross. .5 hours, alright, we'll see. You're resourceful. I can sort of follow. Welcome, mate. I haven't opened my thingy, that's why it's not showing all the way later. So Montana DMZ, no allied tier 4 double paradrops. It's gonna be a straight Soviet fest. But if it's anything of the previous Soviet fest that we're seeing here, It's gonna be a massive Soviet fest. So both players getting their power drops. Wudi's at the power and Qian's down in bottom left, not sure where here. He's gonna camp out in the forest in the meantime. Log to easily take care of that power drop from Qian. For Qian. Nope. Wudi has not lost the game. Oh dear. So drone getting in for Qian there. I think he just saves it barely. And the drone from Qian down on top left. He hasn't gone anything just yet. But in comes the late power drop now. He could get that power out of the way. Wudi has 4 or 5 minus now. 5 minus. 6 is coming out now. And where did that drone go? That drone got into a miner. While Qian on the other hand has 3, 4 minus now. So a little bit late here. And in comes Qian with the conscripts, and the Rhino's gonna get a power out of the way. Gives an elite out to a conscript. Wudi is just not dealing with it at all. He's unbothered, man. Go ahead, kill my power, I dare you. And there he goes. Takes out one Rhino and pushes away the rest of that push. So in the back of that, Qian does build another ref on the big gem patch. Still on one war factory though, while Wudi's on his second. The Chinese were always ulting. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Because the Chinese players take this game to absolute seriousness. So everything goes to it for them. Even pre-cap, they're not. The previously they weren't a big fan of pre-caps as well. So they started to them, their mindset is anything goes. If it's in the game, you can use it. But obviously shit like the MCV cell glitch, that's not gonna work. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus for Wudi. Qian is on 2, 3, 4, 5. Still on 5 minus there. Oh my. 6 has come out. So Qian lacking behind on 2 minus here. But the war factory count is pretty good for him. He is even. And this fight down on bottom left. It's gonna be pretty huge. But this split down on top takes out the power. So Qian might be low power right now. He probably is. The tank control as well is not that great. There is no fodder available for Qian. He'll try to get this out of the way, but with the lack of fodder, it's pretty hard for him. He's trying to spam out sentry guns whenever he can. But it's gonna go all in here. Wudi with a superior number of rhinos will just go through him. And down goes the last 3 rhinos for him, along with the 4 miners down in that ore patch.
Player defeated.
And Qian just quits out, man. 2-0 for Wudi. And Wudi indeed. So 1.5 hours. Uh, 1.5 hours. Okay. It'll be 12 midnight. So Lata was asking whether Wudi can play in 1.5 hours, which will be midnight for Wudi. Let's see. But no waves to 0. Let's see. So top left and bottom right here, Wudi with a 2-0 lead. It is looking pretty grim for Qian right now. He's putting up a lot of fight here, but Wudi is just proving to be way superior towards all of the Western players here. So it is a lesson to be learned here. So I was about to say there's always an Asian kid that can do stuff better than you. That sounds a bit racist, so I'm not gonna say it. Although I did just say it. I'm Asian, it doesn't matter. So north waves here, top left versus bottom right. You know, we should get Wudi to play with mouse only, no keyboard. Fucking get Woody to play strat roulette. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. So Chen gonna move his MCV after the first wall factory, so does Woody. I suppose it's a better idea. Should chop off one of his hands and then just tell him to play. That'll be good. Oof. Woody tried to maneuver that drone away, but it didn't really work out. And Tien is gonna get a minor drone. He tried it, he got one hit off. But then he get the other one out of the way. So we got 4 minus now for Woody. Tien is on 3. He needs to get the service depot up. Where is he going? He's gonna send 1 miner down there. So he's lacking a miner behind. Woody is a miner up. Wait, no, did he lose? Oh, he lost that miner. He had 4 miners, but now he's down to 3. So he lost 1 miner to that drone there. You can see this spot right there where the drone actually got rid of that miner. No service depot either, so that's how you can tell. So even on miners now, Tien now up on miner. Now on even as well. So Woody making the first move here, taking a pretty high advantageous point. Tien would be looking to move towards top right for that gem patch. But I don't think he wants to do that just yet. 5 minus now for Woody. Just revive that drone. So this is one of those maps where it's really tight. There's a lot of choke points, so tank control is absolutely necessary, especially around cliffs as well. Second wall from Woody goes up that cliff for a refiner on the gem patch. Woody wants to get the drone in, he does get this drone in. And another drone, the miner down on bottom as well. So Tien, oh, he moved his MCV as well, so it's gonna be late to that service depot. Oh dear, he still has time to save it here. He needs to bank the money. Will he save it? The ult goes in, but he does save in the nick of time on 1 health there. Good APM out of Tien. But he does move top right now, so he will be able to get those gems, and Woody sells his MCV. He doesn't opt for the move towards bottom left at all. So with this eco boost, he's looking to do some damage here. There is no fodder again for Tien. Second time here. Tien is trying to retreat to his MCV where sentry guns are available. He sells his MCV as well. Last bit of fodder coming in, but Woody out tanking him once again here. Last 3, 2 rhinos. Last rhino down, and down it goes, and Tien quits. And that is 12-0 for Woody. Fucking Woody, man. So again, those who better on the underdog. Ludo with 12,000 points to its Tien. Oh no. So predictions. Woody wins. Finish up the prediction. 3-0. So now it should be Tien versus Roots. So that should be all of Woody's game for today, but we're looking to have Letov against Woody here. I just dropped a message onto Woody. Later, not now. Oh, he totally quit out of Cincinnati. Okay. Yeah, last person do a 1v4, yeah. So let's take a short ad break here because I need it. So we'll be back in a minute for Tien versus Root. I need some sleep, man. I can already feel my voice training. Oh, I just posted the wrong link as well. Fuck's sake. Oh, live in London. Legend take a celebrity shot at Wudi. Dude, if Legend is available right now, I might ask, but yeah. Miss Pap superhero music. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a rut for heavy music right now, currently. All right, let's go. I remember Path having a significant this one track just playing in the background in his Be Right Back scene, and me being the music nerd it is, I kept analyzing it over and over and over again when I was watching his stream, and I got absolutely sick of it, hearing the same 4 bars over and over and over. What was the score? It was 3-0. To who? I'll let you guess. Score was 3-0, Steve. To who? I will let you guess. Absolutely. Yep, and then Wudi coming in with 12-0. Let me pay out a prediction here. Start prediction for Quin and Roots. I'm gonna try and end it properly this time. Marko slapped that kid. Not something you see or hear every day, is it? Steve, do you really think that Marko 3-0 Wudi? I mean, it's definitely possible, but... Alright, so Quin and Root here. Quin starting as a rocket on top right, and Root's going allied. What's up, Larry? How you doing, man? So Root starting on bottom right is going allied here. So Root, again, one of those players that can play really good both allied and... I was about to say allied and Yuri. I can play both allied and Soviet really well. Arguably on the same level, actually. Maybe Root's allied is just a little bit better. So Spam got a minus early AFC after that second ref. Let's go. Is Leta playing Chen afterwards? No. Leta will be playing at 6 PM GMT onwards today. Actually, no. She said he can play after midnight, which is in about an hour. So we'll see whether anyone is on then we can make stuff happen. So Root making the first move says he's gonna long distance mine with 2 miners onto that gem patch. Yes, no, he's on 6 miners now. Quin is on 4, 5, 6 as well. Keep betting on the underdog. So who's the underdog here? Is it Root? Is it Quin? So Grizzlies obviously produce a lot quicker than Rhinos, which is why you see Root actually out-tanking Quin by quite a bit. But on the back end of that, the Grizzlies are pretty weak. So light armored and don't do that much damage, but they do have a very good swarming ability. Now in comes Root now with the power drop along the top and walking it in. Gets pushed away by a sentry gun. So no lab out of Root just yet. He does have 3 war factories though. And not a huge rocketeer commitment here. But he's gonna go straight in here. Down in mid, Quin is waiting, and now he goes. Tien now on the back foot running away from Root, but Root doesn't want to overcommit to that with the reinforcements coming in. He's gonna push in anyway here, but it's not a good idea for Root. He does get a veteran out of that, but to what extent? Gonna hide behind the pillboxes. Ooh, Tien making a forward push, and the paradox is there and ready to be deployed. So that's immediately the middle choke points and not available for him, but Tien is gonna go down towards the MCV. Root is gonna split as well along the top here. Tien can do some serious damage here. Again, we're seeing Root being very, very vulnerable to the bottom split here. And Tien obviously with a very high APM, he does prime that War Factory to defend here, Roots. But he gets pushed back along the top and along the bottom as well. He's losing that fight. He needs a couple of pillboxes here. But he is making some damage towards the middle. So about how much damage can he get off here? Tien with 3. He's ulting the War Factory here. And the middle push does go down. Tien with reinforcements coming in now. Root calling GG, and that is 1-0 to Tien. Two hours, yep. Yeah, sure. Alright, yes, take care, man. Thanks for hopping in. More traveled. Right, route going back to Soviets. Let's see. Alright, path more traveled. Route swapping back to Soviet now, and Tien's sticking to Iraq as per usual. So no eats, obviously. I think I will probably update the scores after this as well. Just check the matches that we have after this. It's pretty huge. But quite a lot of games today here. So we are on Champions Route, so we're halfway through in our matches that we're supposed to play today. So after this will be Tien versus Tim, and then Tien versus Marko. Using the miner to get rid of that, that's something we don't see there. People often opt for the Tesla Trooper or something else, but that's gonna buy Root some mining time actually. So we'll see whether that's the best approach here. Root's a little bit late on that War Factory down in mid. Tien going 0 here. When the drone upside doesn't get taken care of by the sentry. Both players looking to make a move towards middle. Destroying some deforestation to get to place in some refineries. There we go, so Root gets the first miner onto mid. Fortunately, there's a very late micro there onto the gem patch. But he does get a miner drone down on bottom left. Ooh. Will the second drone come in here? Root prepares with another. Oh, the well placed, well garrison there to get rid of half the health of that drone. So that drone is now a one hit, so anything that goes forward to it will be able to get rid of that. There you go. Good micro to Root there. And now Root with a very, very good position down in mid. He does have a refinery down there, getting the gems long distance. And then he does have some colonies on the mid as well. Tien will need to look for this retake down in mid. But Root already has a War Factory down there. That means he can place some more sentry guns down in mid. So immediate mid control goes to his Root. He opts for that forward racks, which is always a good choice. Quin does have a power drop down on the left here. Then Root now spamming out the Connies here, waiting to make a move. But the tank control needs to be there though. He doesn't go for a radar. He needs a lot more sentry guns down in mid here for some defense. And the power drop does get taken care of with a single dog. And the Deso is immediately afterwards here. Root's miner along the top is gonna get hit. Root's gonna trample over some gems here to get to that miner, which is gonna slow him down quite a bit. And Quin looking to make a move towards the top alley here. Meanwhile, Root's already on that second gem patch down in mid. So you got maybe one full miner on that gem patch on the top. But look at Quin's tank control, man. He is absolutely killing it. So Root sending one Rhino to deal with that Deso, while he goes for the other gem patches. So Quin, not the best start here, but he is going on lab tech now, so he will get an ICR pretty quickly. More power drops coming in here, same exact position for Quin, but Root's power drop is now on top right. But a Kirov now out for Quin down in mid. That's gonna be devastating for Roots. That's how you retake mid actually, with a Kirov there. So Root's gonna have to get some sort of anti-air here. He goes for a flat cannon and a couple of flat tracks here. He's gonna target the War Factory next. Quin waypointing that Kirov. Root getting rid of that power drop there. But next is the radar. That's gonna go down to no more Desos. And that refinery as well. So good play here out of Quin to get rid of that mid control. But unfortunately Quin does, Root still does have mid control here. So Quin hasn't gotten mid just yet. He just pushed Root out of mid. But there's still a lot more in the middle here. Root choosing to get rid of the Desos with the Rhinos here. One Rhino does go pop. But the eco out of both players still looking pretty good. Still looking pretty good there. Connie fodder coming in as from the power drops here, but Root seems to be waiting on Quin here. Quin falls to bring in a miner as fodder. Root pulling back there. Again, more mining time depleted for Quin. He doesn't seem to be making anything on the War Factory. There you go. Now he's making them. But he is down on one War Factory. Root is still on two with some pretty good eco ready to be made. And he's spinning up here. He wants to get rid of that IC and make that IC as far away from him as possible. Root just needs a couple of drones here. He doesn't want to take the fight with the Rhinos. Look at how much damage the Rhinos take there from that Deso. And Quin now making a move towards mid here. Can this be a comeback from Quin? He gets rid of that first pit along the top. Reinforcements coming along the top as well. But Root trying to take care of the rest of the Rhinos in mid here, but to no avail. And the IC does get popped down on top left. Root trying to run away here, but Quin absolutely legendary and waiting. Getting rid of that oil with the barrel. Can he get rid of it in the nick of time? He does not! Oh, and Root defends that IC well and only loses a refinery in the process. And now Root can make a comeback now and down in mid with the Connie power drops. Can get rid of that miner as well. Again, another Deso here, Quin. But Root's opting for no drones at all, using the Rhinos to take care of the Deso, which is where I think its downfall is, which is why the Rhinos keep falling so quickly here. Again, taking the fight in. If he didn't take the fight to the Deso with the Rhinos, he would have gotten that, winning this fight here pretty easily, but he chose to use the Deso, to use the Rhinos to take care of the Desos, which takes a lot of damage there. 3 Desos and using a ball of Rhinos to go for it. That is not a good idea, but maybe Root just wanted to get rid of the Desos really quickly. And again here, Root not letting the gas pedal off at all. More and more incoming from their racks as well. Another Deso coming in here. He's choosing to ult it. And down goes the Deso, but the IC does get popped. And yes, he's gonna go for that miner, but Root says Root totally ignores it and he's gonna go for the miners and say get rid of that refinery on the last bit of ore patch available for Tien. And it's still fighting for his life here, Tien. Root has been aggressive. And no deploy from Root there, from Tien, sorry, not to kill his own rhinos. But look at the eco situation now. It's gonna go on broke. There is still one jam patch here which Root can get to, but that will leave the bottom of his the bottom of the map here pretty vulnerable. Tien opts to go for it instead. Then Root builds another rev there to contest for that jam patch. So absolutely everything is going for this jam patch now. Tien pulls back. And he doesn't want to get into that fight there, but the colony is from top right from the paradrop. He's gonna get rid of that oil, so even more eco out for Tien. Now Tien with the IC ready in 30 seconds. Root is gonna push this. Root is absolutely gonna push this and get this IC as far away as he can. More paradrops coming in now. Gonna get rid of that IC if he could here. A split coming in from Root down in mid to get rid of the miner, so even lesser eco now for Tien. He's gonna get one miner out. The target from the other one does not go well. And the colony is gonna go for that nuclear power plant. Tien gonna send 3 rhinos to deal with it. The 3 rhinos from the top now to get rid of that miner on gems. Can he get rid of that miner on gems? Root needs to pull that out. Root needs to pull that miner out, but he doesn't. Down goes that miner full on gems. And the 3-way split now coming in from Root here. It's being dealt with perfectly by Tien. Tien following up here with the IC down on the top here. 2 rhinos IC more than enough, but the bottom right here miners are getting hit time and time again here. Root has not let the gas battle down, not for 1 second, but Tien does have that elite rhino ready to go. This is nuts here. Tien get tank control to defend, but Root keeps he keeps aggressing over and over and over again, and he keeps throwing away a lot of his units here. Just not looking to be good. Tien opts to sell that war factory at the MTV to get a last bit of eco boost. I think Root probably needs to as well. He does have one last gold patch there. But we've seen time and time again Root opting to kill the Deso with his rhinos, and then Tien can just wipe it up with the damaged rhinos there. So this looks to be one final push here from Root. He's gonna go for the 2 miners there. A minute to that IC. Root needs to push in now and do some damage before that IC gets popped off here. The elite rhino getting IC will be the end of Root. He's choosing to push in here with the rhino as the miner has fallen. Tien is gonna go down here. Elite rhino goes down. He does get the IC popped. And Tien goes down for the count. And 1-all. 2 Roots now. What a game. Holy shit. What a game there. Dude, that fucking timing. Oh, Angie. Fucking timing. I assume that's for Tien. Oh dear. Oh dear. But let's go Jungle of Vietnam. What a game there. The teams are better than the Wudi ones. Dude. Wudi absolutely steamrolling here. This is a much tighter competition. This Root just going fucking beast mode on that shit. He was constantly aggroing. He took mid early and then just kept going at Tien over and over and over again. I would criticize him, however, on his constant throwing away of the rhinos. So he kept using the rhinos to take care of the Deso, which means that the rhinos will be damaged, which means that Tien can just steamroll him with a lower number of rhinos. Which if he controlled that a little bit better and made better decisions, he could have had an easier time there. But I guess it doesn't matter now that he now that he won the game anyway. So third game on Jungle of Vietnam now. Sander, if you're here, it is currently 3 PM GMT. So your games are at 6 p.m. GMT. I don't know whether Germany has daylight saving times, but oof, I need a break, man. 3 hours of straight casting, my throat's gonna go downhill tomorrow. I still remember doing that like 8-hour Christmas stream of just straight casting, and the next day I couldn't speak afterwards. I was totally out. So let me end the prediction here, sorry. We forgot to end it. So mine account, it's like the Roots, who is on bottom left, is on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus here. And Quin is on, oof, there's a lot more, he's on 7. Oh, well, he's on 1 more. The second drone out of Quin going towards top left. I think he might just hide it for the MCV. Yeah, he is hiding it for the MCV. Quin looking to split. No, he's actually clearing bottom right for a drone because he's gonna move his MCV as well. So he does clear it anyway. And Wudi clears top left for a drone as well. There you go, that's a hidden drone. So Root already on ground level a lot earlier. The split along the top does get pushed back, but he will get some damage off to the middle here. Oh my god, Quin, 4 wall factories now compared to Root's 3. Sentry gun out to defend, but he is looking to make a split down along the top left here. Does Root see it? He does. Quin just pulls back out immediately. So we've got 4 walls here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minus towards 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus. So Root's still on 7, 8 minus now with that last final one. So no, sorry, Xeno's still on 7. Two-way split here by Roots. So it's pushing along the top here. Along the bottom as well, it's looking to deal with that split. Now that Quin is moving his MCV towards bottom right. He's gonna use the cliff here to hit the minus whenever he can. Quin needs to micro that out of the way. He does push it out though. Quin is squatting his MCV as well to get rid of any drones and baits any of them coming in. So 5 wall factories now for Quin. Root is on 5 as well, and he's moving to MCV, and now the split coming towards the middle here. That's gonna be hard for Root to deal with. He does pull back his minus anyway. That ore patch is basically dry. Look at Root overcommitting towards the middle here. And now the number of rhinos in mid is looking pretty low here. Root, what is he doing? Root now moving towards top left. Already deployed that MCV. Quin already on that jump pad, so he moved a lot earlier. London right now is in daylight saving time, so is GMT +1. Ooh, Quin looking to make a move towards mid here. Root has all of his tanks ready. Sells the war factory for some space there. But Quin looking to go towards top left immediately for that MCV. But he pulls back immediately after Root attempts to go towards its base. And now Quin splitting up here. Quin with an absolutely huge number of rhinos compared to Root here. Root sells his speed on top left. So no expansion, no miners out. While Root makes another split onto his bottom right to get rid of a couple miners here. Will he get any of them out of the way? He does not. Back along mid here. Root met with a couple of drones by Quin. Obviously because Quin was busy, but Root doesn't get rid of the drones. One goes down. Root still has a couple of rhinos waypointed to his bottom right. But it is not looking good for Root here. No MCV. He's out tanked. He's gonna get split on the bottom as well. Quin absolutely rolling through here. But he's putting up the fight though. Couple of deaths available for Root. Quin getting all of his rhinos in the fight. No sentry guns obviously because there's no MCV. 3 rhinos on the bottom here for Quin to split. But Quin now backing out the mid. He should be able to take that fight. He does have the high number of rhinos. Root selling a couple war flashes, but he calls GG anyway, and down he goes. Yeah, Sander, daylight saving times is only country specific. So countries like England and London, cities like London, they do observe daylight saving time. So in their country, they go from GMT plus 0 to GMT plus 1. But countries that don't observe daylight saving times, it's still plus 0. So 2-1 to Quin. Yeah, that's a stupid thing. But I know daylight saving times now. It's daylight savings time. I don't know whether Germany observes it. But GMT will always be GMT. It won't move anywhere. That's a reference point for countries. No more daylight saving times in the US after this year, really? Let me help you out here, Sander. There you go. So Germany and GMT. So 6 p.m. GMT is actually 8 p.m. your time. The word revolves around Sander, true. So 6 p.m. GMT is 8 p.m. your time, Sander. Tiburon. Sticking to Soviets. Looks like we are. Alright, match point. Let's go. Alright. Good shit, Sander. Alright, match point towards Quin. Go back here. Feel like in military using GMT, dude. I'm serving service right now and everything is in 2400 hours. I mean, I'm used to it, but some people aren't. So we're on Tiburon here for the match point towards Quin. We're just gonna stick to Soviets. So no allied out of him just yet. We did see him go allied once and it didn't really work out for him that well, did it? So he's gonna stick to Soviets here. So very early MCB move out of Quin there to go towards that all pass. I think it's gonna place a ref and then go to its top left immediately. That saves a lot of time actually instead of building down. So it often goes one or two ways here. for the bottom left player. They either move their MCV down bottom left and then just build all the way forward, or they move to its top left for their gem patch. Looks like Quin is gonna go for the building to its bottom, looks like. Not sure, I can't tell yet. Drone in here for Roots. Roots drone though, I can't see it just yet. Yep, SVS on Tiburon means that it's gonna be a lot later. Sup X Zeller, I think I must have followed it. There you go, that's Roots drone. So 3 war factories for 8 minus for Roots, and Quin is on 8 as well. I would think that Allied is actually a preferred map here, mainly because of the Rocketeers. They can get from A to B really quickly by just hovering over mid, and because Grizzlies can actually move a lot quicker here as well. Tiburon in general. Tiburon is a great map. It's a really good map. So Quin making the first move. Couple rhinos towards Root here. Root has not moved his NCV yet. He's gonna opt to move base walk towards top. 4 war factories already. Quin is on 3. Let's see. So generally SVS on maps like this, right, it's pretty huge. Players often take their time here to build up their eco. It's very, very rare that you see a rusher, because a rush can be spotted really quickly if you have a good scout out. But Root's already with 5 war factories here, so he's gonna base walk all the way towards the top. I think he might move mid here actually with his MCV. Radar, you're pretty early there. Quin is throwing the bridge, so Root can no longer move mid. He'll be forced to move down. And Quin looks to be, yep, he's base walking all the way to its bottom. He's not moving his MCV top at all or anytime soon. But the split here already ready for Quin. 3 along the top while his main force goes through the bottom. But Root's already out with a lab tech, so he might get that IC out pretty early compared to Quin, who is still on War Factory tech, I think. So Quin's mass force is still back in bottom, and then Quin's gonna move mid here. The Rogue Binder then is going along the top. So Quin already moving mid. Tell you what, something that I actually like to do on this map, especially when I'm playing against someone who is playing for the late game, is I like to move mid and then go naval on their area. It's pretty funny. So Root moving a huge number of miners to the gem patch along the top here. I think he wants to get as much gems as he can before moving out of the way. Then here comes Quin along the bottom. He does have a couple of desos there. So the top split does get pushed away, but the bottom main force here is gonna be deadly for Root here. He's gonna have to pull back. Obviously 4 of his miners here on dirt. Huge tank fight here down the bottom. I think Quin will win that because Root is constantly going in, but it's pretty even at this point. And Root's force here on the other hand on the left side is going to go around the back here, but Quin does have drones available. And now Root with 30 seconds left to the IC, 20 seconds now, he has to hold here. He can still IC his own IC, or IC his rhinos along with it. So the power is going to go down, but fortunately he still has power from the power plants. And that'll be easily dealt with for Quin. Look at Roots miners now, they're absolutely going all the way. And now on bottom left now, the drones do take care of Root splits. And Root does not have much left on the field here. He does have that IC, one miner gets drone. He needs to fix his bridge so his miners don't long distance mine. One miner goes down to a drone, and obviously a second drone here is available as well, while Quin making a defense here down in mid, and Root's obviously moving there as well. He should be spinning up here or taking away that MCV, so Quin does not have the ability to rebuild. Forces the sell anyway, and Quin can now take that fight. But again, another second miner down here for Root to that drone, and the split taking out a lot of miners here for Root. He does have an abundance of miners, but they're not efficient at all, so his eco is gonna start to go down. Meanwhile, Root getting battered here in the middle, defending really well there, Quin. And now Root forces out his MCV because his miners weren't efficient enough. Now 2 miners down here is gonna go down, 1 full on gems as well. This is not a good look for Roots here. His miners are going all the way across the map here. He should have taken bottom right pretty quickly there. After he got in this gem patch, he should have moved down bottom right so he can have a better solid defense and his miners will be more protected. But Roots now does not have much to defend with. He's gonna buy some time for his IC whenever he can here. 2 seconds, he might save his IC if he ICs it. He does IC it anyway, so he will be able to save it, save some time for him. But Quin now has 2 miners AFK around the back. He hasn't moved his MCV, his long distance mining. In mid as well, he doesn't have much. He's still fending off Root here on 2 different occasions. But Root miners are absolutely getting battered, and down it goes. And 3-1 to Quin now. Alright, so that's Quin versus Root. Now be Quin versus Tim, but Tim is not here. So let me see if Marko is around. Arts, Vandalay, Friendly. So Wudi Root 3-0, Quin Root 3-1. So we're looking to have Marko versus Quin now. See what the Marko is around. Pepe studying, yep. The reason why that happens is because you can get a first hit out of the tank fights. So next up will be Quin versus Marko or Tim. So let me see who's around. Okay. So it's gonna have to be Quin versus Marko. Let's see what Marko replies. Minute here, chat, while I sort some things out. Okay. So we're moving around the schedule here. It's the games left are Quin. We're left with Marko, Roots, and Quin's game, so we'll see where that goes. I don't think Wudi is going to play Latov today because Wudi is not replying. Yep. So work starts at 6 p.m. MT. Then when comes to call this Tim to takes over. So there's a lot of planning going on here, chat. So I hope you understand here. We're waiting on Marko to see whether he replies or whether he's not around. If not, we'll have to sort of wait this out a little bit here because Tim needs about half an hour to get his food. So in the meantime, I will update scores. So let me open up Photoshop. So next up is supposed to be Jen versus Tim, but Tim is eating. He needs about half an hour. So in the meantime, I will try and update this scope while we wait. Short break, short break. I need it. I absolutely fucking need it. Trajan. Photoshop, can you not please? There you go. So updating from the previous one. Oops, 6. Moving this out of the group. Actually, yep. This probably a bit bigger. 50, is that too big? Oh, that's alright. So let me update the scores here. 1, 0. 101. So I just got this new version out of this. So you're getting 0, 0 for points, and then 1 for losses. Then let of 313. Everybody from the 313. Put your motherfucking hands up. Follow me. And then Luke 131. All right, now for the individual scores here. So Marko Cruiser was 3-0. So Marko with 4 wins. Four wins, 4 points. Cruiser with 'Cause I'm very tired. Let me just think for a while. I haven't updated it yet. Hold on. I'm just going bit by bit. So Marko Cruiser 3-0. Then Luke and Lato played yesterday, and then this morning we had Marko and Luke. Yep, Maxi did miss it. So what's 3-3? And Cruz obviously lost 3 games against Marko. And then Root and Cruz are 3-1, so Root's won that 3-1. Wait, Root, did you win that 3-1? I think you did. So Root won that 3-1. 3 wins, 1 loss. We have 3 points. Tim is playing, but he's getting some food, so he'll need some time here, about half an hour in delays. Marko Wudi 3-0. So that means Wudi 3 wins on 3 points. 0 move here, and then Marko obviously lost 3, so no, it was Cruiser won 3-1. Let me whatever, my score's wrong here. Let me recheck. Levod. I think I wrote my scores wrongly. Yeah, Wudi won all of his matches so far. Well, Wudi got undefeated. I mean, we had the first 3 guys. I think the last hope here is actually for Latov to actually beat him. Mike, chill. I'm let me do this my own way. Yeah, Root did 1 3-1 to Cruiser. So Marko Cruiser 3-0, Root's Cruiser 3-1. So Cruiser lost 3 and he won 1. So that gives him 1 point. Then Marko Wudi 3-0. Yep. Then Wudi Tim 3-0 as well. So that's 6 points. Then Tim 0 and 3. And Wudi Root 3-0 again. So 9 with 9. And then Roots lost another 3, so that's 4 losses for him. And Tien Roots 3-1, so Roots gaining 1 point. And then Tien with 3 points. So this is currently the scores that we have. Root is leading with second place, funnily enough. This is why I think the format is pretty good. Because Root obviously playing a lot more games there. So Wudi already playing 9 of his games. Quin played 4. Oh, he played 3. Oh, he played 4 games here. I mean series. I guess it could be series played. It's okay, Mark. I don't need someone else to do it. So Marko played 2. Played Cruz and Wudi. Then Tim played 1. Luke played 1. Latal played 1. And Cruiser played 2, I believe. Cruiser played 2 and Root has played 3. 1, 2, 3, yep. Cruiser lost 3-1 and then 3-0, so his losses should be 6.
Okay, let's go.
Thing is, if you wanna try and do what I think, calm down, you motherfuckers. Calm down. I'm fucking tired. I've been awake for like 12 hours. Okay, shut the fuck up and calm down. I'll do it however I want to. As long as it's right in the end, then it's fine. Okay, calm down, motherfuckers. You try fucking scheduling between 12 players. No, it's one game one. It's not series. Too lazy to use a generator. If I use a generator, I won't be able to have the visuals and everything. If you wanna fucking try scheduling between 12 fucking players and then put like the scoreboards and settling everything together, be my fucking guest, man. Be my fucking guest. Motherfuckers. Alright, seems to be taking a short break here. Let me run another ad break and then I'll be right back. I wish I could. That was a quick ad. I set it to like 60 minutes, 60 seconds. I guess it's a bit longer than that. I just take a line of coke. Yep, I totally did. The tissue is probably a line of coke, yeah. Yeah, I haven't gotten Quas yet. The only person I haven't gotten off to play today is actually Quas and Ed. Because Quas has said he'll be free Tuesday, and then Ed hasn't replied yet. But we'll see Mikos and Sander later on tonight, 6 p.m. Ooh, Marko. Marko is not replying. I'm not sure where he is. Jen is thankfully patiently waiting. Yeah. Too busy bailing. True. Now Mikos is gonna play later tonight. So just to show you the schedule that we have for. So the schedule that we have for today is as shows. So right now we're at Tien versus Marko, but Marko is not replying. We're at Jim versus Tim. Tim said he needs half an hour, which is about 10-15 minutes from now. So he'll be on later. But Marko's supposed to be here, but he's not replying at all actually. So I'm not sure where he is. So we're left with Chen versus Marko, and then Marko versus Tim, Marko versus Roots, and then Tim versus Roots. And then in like 2 hours we'll have 6 p.m. we'll have Sander and Mikos joining in the fight as well. And then Latov will be here as well, so he'll be playing. Larry, thank you very much for 200 bits, so I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, hold on, Mike. So after that, we'll have all of this people playing. Berg will be taking the first half, and then Doofus will be taking the second half. Then I'll be on standby. I probably won't be casting because my voice actually hurts right now. So first half will be Berg, second half will be Doof. So scores Latov 3-1. Luke Z. Fucking hell, man. This thing lags so much whenever it goes that way. Wudi 30 Marko. Wudi 30 Tim. And then Wudi 30 Roots. Then Quin 31 to Roots. So a bit of a commercial break here. Mike, I've already sent the scores in the chat. So let me export this as a quick PNG for today's brackets. TOC 7052. So we're just here waiting. Feel free to wait with me. We're just waiting on the players for now. I don't think there's anything to do in the meantime. I've really run a pretty long ad. Don't want to run another one. Just have a look at the scores here. Because it's turning into ad, but so fun. Dude, I wish. Tim should be ready in about 10 minutes here. So Wudi played 3 games and win all of them. So 3, 6, 9. I think I'm missing Wudi versus Quin. That's what I'm missing. There you go. Can I choose what I'm at to run from OBS? I can't. But from Twitch's studio I can. But I don't have Twitch studio up right now. Yeah, that's true. I could play a few games. But I'm not going to. I'm not in the mood to, honestly. Spot that new one because I just missed Wudi versus Quin. Place. Oh, what? It's a good break for me. I can chill. That's all. So Lataf and Luke, Lataf won 3-1. So he played one series, 1-1. He got 3 points. Oh, in that case, waiting games. Sure. I guess we got like 5 minutes. Root versus Quin. Do we have that scheduled? I thought you already played Quin. What? You already played Quin 3-1. It's alright. I think I'm gonna chill because if we have some waiting games, I'll have to talk as well, and I want to rest for a bit. I'm just double check the scores here. So Latov won 3-1, so 3 wins, 1 losses, 3 points. Then Marko 3-0 Cruiser. So 3 wins, 2-0, and then Root Cruiser 3-1. So yep, that should be right. I already have some water with me. Good old water bottle. Tell me my standings. Hi, Lu. Oh, I missed the Williams' roots. So it's yep, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 actually. Tian played 2 series so far. Yeah, I'm missing 1 score for roots. So roots lost 1 to Cruiser, lost 3 to Wudi, and then lost 3 to Tian. So 3, 6, 7. So lost 3, 6, and then 1 to Cruiser. So that's 7 for roots. Replace that really quickly. Drum solo, no, it's midnight. I can't do anything. Woody is 12, yeah. I think just root that I messed up. Cruiser lost 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, Cruiser played 2 games only. Now, root, you lost one game to Cruiser. You lost 3 games to Woody, and then you lost 3 games to Chien. So that's 3, 6, 7. Right, let me do it this way, right? So that's off. 3 wins, 1 loss. So let's off 3, 1, 2, Z. Marko. I might as well just do this on fucking thingy. I thought that was 3-0, yeah. You lost 1 game to I'm gonna do it this way. So Marko has not Photoshop, please. So Marko has 3 wins and 3 losses. We're counting per game, so we're not counting per thingy. So Marko 3-0 Cruiser. Marko 0-3 Wudi. For your satisfaction, Mikos. So Roots has 4 wins, 7 losses. So Root 3-1 Cruiser. And Wudi 3-0 Roots. And Tian 3-1 to Roots. Shall we do the other way around, huh? 0-3 Wudi. Roots 1-3 Tian. 12 wins, 0 losses. Wudi 3-0 Marko, Wudi 3-0 Root, Wudi 3-0 Tim, Wudi 3-0 Quin. 0 wins. Oh, he had 1 win. Sorry, 1 win, 3 losses. Then that's Luke Z 3-0 lads off. Or 3. Sorry, 1-3 lads off. What's up, Dave? Root 03 to Wudi. Yeah. Yep. Zero wins, 3 losses. Wudi, oh sorry, Tim. Why did I put 0 and 1? What? What do you mean 0 and 1? Where? What equals 1 to 1 equals 0, yeah. 0 and 1? Where? In the scoreboard? Oh, in the text that I was writing, right. Thanks. Oh yeah, I did. Whoops. I still got it right though. God damn, Marko. Where the hell are you? He's not here either. So, yeah, I'm tired of waiting. Let's get something done here. Else, actually Marko Roots and Tim will still be available later on. So I might just push this onto Berg. Yep, so I might just end it here since players are a little bit waiting. So the matches we're waiting for is Marko, Roots, and Tim. So since all 3 of them are available later on, I'll just push them onto Berg. So I will end it here. And I'll find someone to raid. So we'll be back in 2 hours for the... Yeah, we'll be back in 2 hours for the second session with Berg. So tune in then. Gonna raid Dark Shadow Rage. Mike, why don't you hop in my DMs and we'll see you then. So we'll be back in 2 hours here since target channel allows in network raids. What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, Mike, let me know in DMs. Bro, that sucks. What the fuck is in network? Never mind. Yeah, Chen, I'll just have you to play another day then. So that's all for your games today. Can raid bike, why not? Raid bike rush. Yeah, I'll settle something else for you later, Chen. Sorry about that. Anyways, Bike is hosting some pro mid tournament, so I'll see you all then. Alright, see you later in 2 hours under Berg for the next session. Bye bye! Oh, next session is gonna be Doofus, not Berg. My bad.